Yo, what's up? What's up? How are you? Are you doing well today? Hope you are. Is everything going good? Yo, World of 4 intensifies? I love this game. Have you played Horatius? Also, guys, thank you so much for coming by today. This morning, this afternoon. It's kind of late, but it's very early for me. I don't like being awake at this time. I don't like being awake at this time. I'm very sorry. It's 1:30 though. Like 3 years ago? Oh shoot, they actually have some new stuff in this. Oh, you like my model? Thank you. I like it too. I'm very happy with it. I recently had my 3.0 debut, and I'm very happy with it. I wanted it to look a little bit different than That makes it sound weird, but I wanted it to look a little bit different than just anime stuff, but I wanted it to look still really anime, because I like that stuff. Like everyone on the internet that's not lying to themselves, you like at least one anime. Don't lie to yourself. You like at least one anime. It's fine, no one's gonna judge you. No one's gonna judge you unless it's a really, really, really weird one, where like the main thing is like they torture people or something. And even then, you'll find a lot of people on the internet that will, enable that, I guess. Anyways, thank you so much for coming by, you guys. I've been playing it 100%. Whoa, holy heck. The new look is so oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Does 4.0 have a cape? I have a cape. Look, look, look. It's... I'm trying to get it to, like... Yeah, see? You can kind of see that it's yellow behind. Like, it's yellow back there. There you go. Redo of Healer Enjoyers. Oh god. I actually like one concept from that. I'm not even sure if it was in the anime. Or the manga. But the concept of, like, him slowly going nuts because he had to live the person's entire life every time he healed them and go through all of, like, their pain and misery and suffering, like warping his brain. That's an interesting concept. I don't think that really got worked into the anime or anyone remembers it, but it's an interesting concept. Just saying, just pointing it out. That's an interesting concept. Why do you have an emote for that? Put that away. Put that away! Also, hello, Melancholic Trout. And thank you, Trilobite Blessing, for being here for 5 months. Yo! They focused a bunch on other things. Yeah. It kinda did? That's good that they at least had it. This is gonna sound really offensive. I won't... Okay, I'm gonna explain it in the least offensive way possible. That show got, like, laughable at one point. Like, it was... okay. People have gone through some really intense stuff related to all of the content in that show, but it was so insane that, like... some of that intense content... There was almost like a clown car of, like, really bad people. Like, there was a scene where, like... they just stumbled into, like, 12 criminals, like, in a row, and it was very weird. Like, they were all unassociated with each other. It was just, they had a horrible life. That show was really weird. But you know what? No, I don't think I can put a silver lining on this. Alright, let's move on! I just entered, have no context whatsoever what happened, don't think about it. Anyways, yeah, let's continue onward. How are you guys all doing? Have you been enjoying that custom RGRS GBA you showed off on Twitter a few months back? Yes, I have. I've gotten close to beating one of the Mario games. Let me see which one it is. I can't see it from here. My eyesight's pretty bad. Oh no! I have a primal male urge to sell everything I own, get a cold-blood horse. Our horse is cold-blooded? And be a modern version of a Normatic cowboy. I think you and that horse are gonna die in the desert, but, I don't know. I support you. We don't have a lot of hobbies these days. It's hard to be excited for things. If you're excited for that, it's okay. I don't know, put like a tracker on your horse that'll, like, go off if you die so we can go and rescue them, though. They don't deserve that. The horse will be fine. It's cold-blooded. I don't know if I understand this. I'm glad you're using it and not just letting it sit there. No! I'm so sorry, Riot. It's very relaxing. It's also like... how do I put this? Okay. When I'm using the Game Boy Advance, I'm not looking at my phone. Every other second I'm not using it, I am looking at my phone or my computer screen. I'll get off my computer, I'll go lay down, and I'll be like, time for some phone! Ooh, let's see what's making everyone scared today. Let's go look at the news! And then I'll be done with that, and I'll go back on my computer and be like, ooh, time to get some work done. Let's go on Twitter, everyone's angry! So, if you have like a handheld console that doesn't have the internet, it actually makes you less mentally ill, I've noticed. So thank you for that. Also, thank you, Mr. Zem, for subscribing. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for being here for 11 months. Yes, this is a rare early one. I felt like it would be nice to just stream a little bit earlier and then probably around like 8, 9... Well, maybe if we play that long, I'm not sure. Maybe around 8 or 9, like I could head off. Or I could like stop like midday and actually buy groceries and like be a human. I don't know, we'll figure that one out. Thank you, Abstract Mode, for subscribing with your Prime. Very nice. Ecto, how are you? My little buddy Ecto, how are you? Oh, also, right, I got the other soldering thing, so I'm ready to solder again. I will not burn myself. Everyone will be very happy that I will not burn myself. I didn't kill Pikachu doing that Pikachu brain surgery last time. I'm done with the big internet. Let's see what's on the small pocket internet. Yeah, exactly. It serves different purposes. We in Germany say cold blood to kind of horse. It's not a mutant. Oh, good. That's good. Quality bad. Thank you for being here for 2 months. Yo! You look so mature now, Grimbo. Was this part of the curse lifted that kept your... No. When I'm in the mansion, I don't really age and stuff, so I went outside a lot, and now I am older. Now I am... This is how I wanted to look when I started, though. But now I am older. Now I'm a very mature lady, and I can now pat little ladies on the head and go, little lady. So that's wonderful. I'm very happy for myself there. I just woke up. Good morning, Ecto. Same. I feel like I'm in this like weird state of like half awake until like around 2 or 3 p.m. Does that make sense? Every day we get closer to MILF Grimmi. Oh no. I will not probably have children. I'm sorry. I'm never. This is about what. This is about it. Sorry. This is it. Oh, Ikazuya. Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. I appreciate that. How you doing? How's it going? Are you doing well? I hope you're doing well. Absolutely the same way. Your day doesn't start until 2 p.m. no matter what time you wake up. I could wake up at 7 a.m. and until 2 p.m. my body has just decided it's not going to move. You don't have to be a literal mom. MILF is a state of mind? I feel like I'm an older sister type. I feel like I don't have the energy of like that kind of situation. MILF Grimmi was not a phrase I was ready for. I don't know about that. Grimmi, happy for you starting early. We just need to post the short today. Oh, I'll post it. Sorry, Seth. Sorry, Seth. It wasn't exactly a meeting. But like, sometimes people from MSM will just all like hang out and like a voice call. I forgot who said it, but they were just like, Grimmi, you just hit live and do nothing else, don't you? Like you just do that. You have nothing else going on in your brain. And it was true. It was very true. Thank you so much, KB Bleach, for the 100 bits. Hi, little lady Grimmi. No! I get to call people little ladies. I get to call them little ladies. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. And thank you so much for the raid, Gaming Bleach. How was your stream? Yo! Okay. Oh, also, I don't know if we should be doxing Riot, but yeah, wait, no, that's me doxing. Thank you so much, Seth, for posting the short that I forgot to. I'm gonna get better. I'm really considering if I'm gonna get smarter, if I have part of my brain grow back, or like, I get unsmushed, I guess. That's not really how it works. We'll figure it out. I could get a lot worse if they make a mistake.
Scrubbies, thank you so much for being here for 9 months. My goodness gracious, how are you?
Brain soup? Oh god. Okay, wait. If you might have to have a procedure, do not look up that procedure on Google. I was losing my mind. I was going crazy. I was messaging random friends and just being like, guys, I think a dentist left metal in my teeth, or like in my like something somehow. Hi Nox. Somehow. I think they did, but I have to get an MRI soon. I'm gonna die. And they were like, what are you talking about? Stop it. Be normal. But I might. When I got the CT scan, a part of my tooth felt really weird, and I just thought like, oh my god, there's metal in it. But now I didn't know the MRI's worse though. Oh goodness. And then I saw people's like skulls like slightly like they have to like take all the skin off your skull, and then okay. How are you guys doing? Just talk to your doctors, they know what to do. That's true. I feel like... Let's go back to me being an older sister type. I feel like I'm an older sister type that you'd have to, like... You'd have to watch out for a little bit, but still, like, I could, like, drive you to the mall and stuff. Older but no less panicked best. Yeah, I guess so. We are ready to go in the skull like Saw 3. Oh no. Why would you say that, you mother flipper? Younger sister? I don't know about that. I think older sister. She's going to have the curse be visible on the outside. No! I'm my scalp for Grimmi Chama, but I do have a bulb here. Here. Are you happy? Egg? No. I've learned a lot of occult magic recently. One is, you know, the concept of getting, you know, getting your looks a little different. Yeah! Slappable? Do not slap my head, please. Do not slap my head. The younger sister that brings up stuff like skibbity toilets and Omegaverse. No younger sister should know the Omegaverse! What are you talking about? If your younger sister is talking about the Omegaverse, get the internet away from her. She has to, like, go to, like, a camp or something where they don't allow that, and, like, there's no cell phone towers for, like, a month. You do not want her to develop with that in mind. Omegaverse stream when? I had one, actually, a very long time ago. It was not a good idea. Oh my god. What's the Omegaverse? The Omegaverse is... Oh, thank you, Seth. If you guys want to go check out my new YouTube short, it's apparently up. Sorry. You do not want to know. Yeah, that's accurate. Can Grimmi mew? What's that mean? Just like meow? I can try to attract cats with a very realistic meow, yes. When an Alphina and Omega love each other very much... Oh, I don't have a YouTube command. Sorry, Seth. I didn't miss my meeting yesterday, though. I actually remembered it. No, I didn't actually remember it, but I was not doing anything. Okay, I need to start scheduling things a little better. Oh, okay. I think we need a YouTube command? Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's not exactly... I'm going to put this as PG-13 as possible. It's not exactly a twink, This is very sterile, breeding, setting. There can also be very masculine fellows that are also, involved in that situation. Seth, I'm so sorry. I know, sorry. Sorry. By the way, sorry. Maybe I should, how long are you gonna be here, Seth? Sorry that I'm talking about this right now. Anyways, it's that, an Omega can also be a very masculine... No, someone else said twink breeding. I was the... No. Okay, hello, Leo. Leo tagged me... I think it was La Avispa, just saying, like, you should get Grimmi if you want to know about Mpreg, and I was like, I don't know about that, dude. I was not breeding twinks today. Okay, look, can you take a step back? Seth doing Grimmi's trouble! Grimmi's talking about breeding twinks! No! Okay, look. Okay. We're not talking about... I guess we are. Okay, look. Okay, sterile. Try to take this as sterilely as possible, please. Sterile. I want you to be as... Okay, this is sterile. Take a deep breath. This is sterile. Poor Yorick, thank you for being here for 4 months. What's this about twinks? You cannot apparently use that word on this website. People... I don't have a twink breeding program. This is really... Oh my goodness. Okay. Sterile. PG-13. PG-13. You do not have to be effeminate or a twink or anything like that to be an Omega in that setting. I'm just trying to get the facts out about this setting. You could be a very masculine man and you could still be an Omega. This is actually a plot point for a lot of these stories. Like there's a lot of suffering in that. Like someone that prides themselves on being very masculine and like manly. And then all of a sudden... Okay, don't take this out of context. Yeah, I forgot. I own hot sauce. Buy sauce so Grimmi can breed twinks. Please do not... What the fuck? Why would you say that? That's not true! Okay. Thank you, Seth. Let's give Seth a little time out here. Okay. So, what did you destroy? No, okay, try to keep up with this, please. Mustard, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay. Some Omegas are very masculine fellows. Some Alphas are very effeminate-looking fellows. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. In that universe, a person's like alpha, beta, omega gender or whatever, like it has nothing to do with how they physically look. You could be the most masculine guy in the world, 10 feet tall, like super muscles, and you could still be an omega, or you could be like a 5 foot tall fella, like wearing like your anime thigh highs and stuff, and you could still... Okay, this is not going well. You could still be an alpha, okay? I'm just... Hi, Callist. What? Seth, don't tell the other managers! Seth, please Please don't tell the other managers what I'm talking about. Why are you doing this to me? Hi, Calist. Sorry. I'm being validated so hard, Hi Gator. Why'd I talk about this? I'm sorry. I just want to get the information out there. Here, you've learned a lot, there you go. The other managers aren't real. They are. That's just right there. I thank you, Toki. Okay. You explaining that doesn't technically mean Twink breeding. Homer Becky! I'm sorry! Finally I see your new face. Hey Gator, what's up? Congrats on the surgery. I'm happy for your HD upgrade with success. Yes, thank you. I have another surgery coming, maybe. Ilums. Okay, look. Sterile is quite the word to use given the context. Okay, I made it in terms of, like, don't take this as something to be, sexually excited. Like, you need to calm down and, like, think of this as, like, a church pastor's explaining this to you. Pretend I'm a nun. Pretend I'm gonna decide whether or not you go to heaven or hell. Really fast, just really quickly. I'm just saying. Too late? Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, I can get a chart. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Okay. Okay. Okay, wait, what the flip is this? Oh my god. Okay, wait, okay, 1 second. I have to put 18 plus in the stream con- Okay, 1 second. Just for right now. 18 plus for a few minutes. Okay, cause this is wild. Oh my god, okay, wait, this has some very... Okay. Oh, I don't think I can show this on stream, actually. Okay. I would have to censor this. There is apparently a, there's a male dominance hierarchy that has a flowchart. Oh my god, what is this? This is like what they talked about in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I thought this was like fake. Oh my god. Okay, 1 second. I have to edit this. This is really weird. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. This is worth editing because this is really weird. 1 sec, 1 sec, 1 sec, 1 sec. 1 sec, 1 sec, 1 sec. I need you to understand what I'm seeing. I'm not gonna get myself banned. Am I? Wait, maybe. Why is that censored? Why is that one word censored already? Okay, I want you guys to figure out where you fall on this, like, list, because this is new to me. This is new to me. And it's really weird. Let me just scribble out half of the stuff that'll get me banned. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, you can't be there, fella. Okay. 1 second, 1 second. I'm just gonna... They're all wearing nice blue shirts now. They're wearing nice blue shirts. This guy has a blue scarf also. This guy has a nice blue shirt. I'm very sorry, but he's gonna be wearing a nice blue robe, so you, okay, there we go. Nice blue robe. What's going on? Nothing. Okay, okay, this is just really weird. I need to... I can't even show that word. Is this one okay? Okay, I'll get rid of some of the, like... This, okay, are the rest of these okay? 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. I want to make sure this is, like, not as sexual. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. It's almost done, it's almost done. Okay, so this is what happened when I looked up Omega Male Chart. I need you to understand this. I did not know this until now, but apparently there is a really intense hierarchy of... Let me make sure this is not gonna get me banned. Oh, yeah, okay, 1 second, 1 second! That would have got me banned! Yeah, okay, never mind. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Okay, 1 sec, 1 sec, 1 sec. Okay, almost done, almost done, almost done. 1 second, that was a good... Wait, okay. This person's just really... one person. Okay, does this look like one person? Okay, yeah, okay. Alright, now we can go over this. Now we can go over this. Yep, okay. Alright, now... I want to show you something that I just found existed. Oh, 1 second! Wait! 1 second! I keep finding weird stuff I can't put in here! 1 sec, 1 sec, 1 sec, 1 sec. Okay, one sec. Good catch, good catch. Okay. You need to see this at this point. Okay, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Okay, this needs more censorship, nothing there. Alright, there! We are now 100% sterile, normal, okay. Sorry that took a little bit, but sorry that was so much build up to this weird moment. Okay, I need to make absolute sure that this is the right one before I put it on stream. Okay, censored. That's okay. Why is that one part not censored by me? I will never. Okay. Censored. Okay. Alright. Okay, so this was apparently a product of the alpha male community, and they got really gay after a little bit. We will see a box with a solid color, just pixels? It feels like that would be safer. This sounds like a good time to move on. I don't know when gets to get censored. I made sure that I censored it. I'm not harassing anyone. I just think this is weird. Make sure you're taking notes. This will be on the test. I'm sorry. It's weird. It's okay. Look. You can now see what I found when I searched up Omega chart. Okay. All right. Here. This is a little bit. No TOS. It's all censored. You cannot see what's going on. It's all censored. I'm not gonna get banned. It's all censored. It's just a matter of there's apparently a deeper chart for the Omegaverse than I realized. There's a male dominance hierarchy. You may not be able to read where you fall under. I found that one too. Okay, yeah. See, okay. That's a lot of. Nope, there's nothing there. These people are just wearing a lot of, like, blue robes. Buckle up, Buttercup. Okay, look. It's just gonna be real quick. I prefer male dominance anarchy. We're gonna have to find a different chart for that. She's definitely been. No. This is Omega. This is Omegaverse. This is very sterile. Very sterile. Can I cancel my sub retroactively? Wait, hold on. Okay. So, this is not the Omegaverse, but I guess this is where it comes from. You can be an alpha male. That's the top of the charts, I guess. Top of the charts. Did I not censor something I needed to? I think we're okay. Okay. I feel like I'm in too deep at this point. Make a tier list? I don't think that's my place to do so. But where is the godlike Sigma male? Sigmas don't exist in that universe, I guess. Tum, sorry about this. Okay. It's just... I don't know if this is involved with the Omegaverse, but it's, Hello, fellow Omega Bees. Yep. First time catching Grimmi live. Uh-oh. Yep, that's fair. Someone was giving a BDSM class to other VTubers. Interesting. Wait, what did Gator say? Oh god, Gator, what'd you do? They're all an F! Oh no! This isn't my thing, but a lot of people here will probably... They pick up the new meta dropped! You can slowly work your way up. This could be like an isekai story where you have to work your way up from redacted. The other thing was censored. The other thing was not censored by me. I have no idea what that word is, but it was probably really bad. It was probably really bad if they censored it. I have no idea what it is. But there you go. Thank you, Davina. I can't comprehend the chart, but I know that I'm scared of it. Thank you very much for the 200 bits. Imagine, though. Are we educating people away from their innocence of not knowing what the Omegaverse is today? I wanted to, like, show a chart of, like, what the Omegaverse was, but this was what came up instead, and I found this very weird. So very quickly, imagine you're in an isekai setting, and you start at the bottom. Like, you get isekai'd, and you have to work your way up to alpha male. It would be a very inspiring story, right? I have the link to the original image if anyone wants it. You should not look at it. I legitimately did not know about this. I still don't understand this. Are men okay? I don't know if this is real or if this is, like, parody. Like... Oh, the bottom text is a slur? That's why they censored it. Oh dear god. This is... Jigoku Shoujo, where you can send people to hell, but only if you accept going to hell? You can turn your worst enemy into one of the ones on the bottom of the chart, but you too get sent there. Very scary stuff. Hi Clonk. Okay, I'm gonna take this down. This was a bad idea. Thank you, Choroboros, for being here for 9 months. 9 months. Happy 9 months. Coming happy 9 months, Choroboros. Sorry. Yep. Oh god, some hero's journey can be put as climbing this chart. They could. It's true. You could make the hero's journey out of this chart. I'm gonna try to find a real Omegaverse chart now. I just thought this was interesting. I don't actually know how many of these are Omegaverse and how many of these are like men just having a really hard time in life finding their place. Also, thank you, Humanity's Grace. Thank you for coming by. And thank you, Method Rose, for being here for 2 months. Yo! 2 can be as bad as 1. Okay, yep, that's an early stream. Hello, Fuzzy. I'm getting educated in topics I didn't know I needed. Thanks, Grimmi. Yep. Okay. Wait, I don't think this is an Omegaverse chart. I think this is like... Oh no, this is. Oh, okay, this is. Okay, this is. Here we go. I found an actual Omegaverse chart. This is, Alpha, Beta, Omega universe. And you can actually decide which one you are in here. Let me make sure there's no, slurs or suggestive language. Okay, I think we're okay. Here we go. Now you can choose the one that you feel most appropriate. Okay. I'll be home in 30 minutes, but I'll still be listening. You don't have to. I'm going insane. Okay, Alpha, Gamma, Beta, Delta, Omega, Sigma. World of Horror. Heck yeah. Okay, I forgot about that. We're gonna be there soon. I'm gonna change it to just chatting. I am so sorry for anyone that came in here for World of Horror and found this instead. Just chatting. Okay, there we go. Not special events. Go back to the other one. So sorry if you came in here going like, I love World of Horror. What's she doing? Oh god. That's not good. Different horrors. This isn't horrible. People like this stuff. Okay. Alpha. Psychologically dominant, socially dominant. They are AA leaders. Take charge of the pack. Aggressively protect to a fault. Did you know, actually? You may not be aware of this. But, the wolf study with that was actually not real. So, it's based on something that doesn't exist in nature. So... Gamma. Psychologically subdominant. I don't know what subdominant is. Lone wolves, not easily swayed and not easily impressed. Social subdominant. AB independent. So these guys are more independent. Probably a lot of you would fall under there. Beta. Psychological dominant. Social submissive. I guess they can think for themselves, but social... Thank you very much. Thank you very much, unemployed Kun. I appreciate this. Now everyone, please pay attention. Please pay attention. I appreciate this. Wolves don't exist in nature. Alpha wolves do not exist in nature. Yes. It's based on wolves getting ripped apart from their families and needing to establish new hierarchies immediately. So a upset, horrified wolf, yes. Hello, Ricky, how are you? Beta, where would you fall in this if you had to pick one? So betas are kind of the backbone of the universe. There's nothing going on with them. Your voice is so beautiful. First time watching, thank you very much for coming by. That's not how I sound, I'm very sorry. Very nice of you to come by. Reliable, independent, competitive, eager to prove themselves. So these are the everyman. You are an everyman if you're a beta. Now Delta, I am not so sure about. Psychologically subdominant, socially submissive. It's not that it's not real, it's that the social structure they observed only existed in wolves in captivity. That makes sense. I suppose that they all could be real here then, because we're all in a hellish social structure, yes. They are approachable, easygoing, not very competitive, lack initiative or drive. Omegas. They are submissive psychologically and submissive socially. They are caretakers, loving and gentle, homemakers, not aggressive, easily subdued. And the Sigma. Psychologically submissive, socially dominant, yes. They are challengers, fiercely protective, tough love, won't back down from a fight. So the Sigma is the one everyone wants to be. But it is hard to be a Sigma. Everyone wants to make everyone happy. Everyone wants to make everyone happy. They cannot often walk away from situations where they feel they are going to upset people. Yes. They will often back down from fights. So out of these, World of Horror music sure is fitting right now. I like the World of Horror music. Out of these, which one are you? Which one are you? Which one are you? Are you... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, can we do a poll? One sec. I think we might... Oh. We're gonna have to get rid of... Maybe... We'll get rid of Sigma. Everyone's gonna choose Sigma. Okay, we'll get rid of Sigma. Which one are you? Alpha. Tag yourself. Gamma. Beta. Delta. Omega. You can't choose Sigma. Everyone would choose Sigma. That's like saying Frank's your favorite character in Always Sunny. It's how everyone is. It's how everyone would choose, okay? It's how everyone would choose. Get rid of Alpha. Won't find any of those. No, that's so sad. That's so sad. There you go. Poll is only 5. There you go. Which one are you? I'm very interested in this now. If you had to tag yourself as one, in the Omegaverse, choose your fate. Choose your fate. Choose your fate. Very few of you are Omegas. A lot of you are Deltas. Interesting. Lack initiative or drive. Oh no, a lot of you are Deltas. Oh no. You okay? Doesn't sound like you're doing okay. Oh, check the new YouTube video. Sorry, Seth. Check out the new YouTube video. Sorry. I'm just covering the stuff I'm supposed to be doing with stupid stuff. But Grimmi, I am Frank Reynolds of Vtuber. Wow, cool. You're not that bad. I know people that are like Frank from Always Sunny. They're a little bit rough. I wish Sigma was an option. You can't choose Sigma. Everyone would choose Sigma. Everyone would choose Sigma. Do we get these tattooed on ourselves? You probably don't want that. Maybe someday people will do that. I should try to view worse. Don't do that, please. Don't do that, please. Don't do that, please. Don't do that, please. Please don't, like, shoot us. Okay, anyway, aren't there a lot of things to drive... There aren't a lot of things to drive towards, so it makes sense. Oh, we gotta find you, like, a goal. What's a goal you guys could have? Not as, like, a collective, but individually, like, different goals. Whoever voted Alpha is coping? Oh, dang. You're not gonna let them have that at all. I'm actually a Sugma male. Oh, goodness. Congratulations on being a new type. Congratulations. Spiciest meat. Goals sound stressful. Just chilling sounds better. You probably want to be a beta, at least, though. Like, you want to be easygoing, but you want to be, like, capable. Omega Owo Rar. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's fair. We know that. We all knew what that means, spiciest meat. We were being polite to you. Which one are you, Grimmi? I'm not sure. Probably, like, Gamma, maybe? I can see Gamma. I don't seem like it, but I'm, like... Is that hot sauce for sale? The hot sauce is for sale. I'm really sorry. I'm not very good at advertising stuff, or, you can go check out my YouTube channel, but I made a poll about what yaoi archetypes you'd be from the Omegaverse, I guess, because I thought it would be funny. But, please go check out the YouTube. And if you'd like to try the hot sauce, you can get it at saucy.biz, and you can get 10% off using code Grimmi, which is my name. Or my nickname. No one knows my name. No one cares. Is this like Pokemon? Do they have a type advantage over each other? Yes, actually, a little bit. Omegaverse hot sauce line collaboration when I want to make that as the thing. I don't think anyone will let me, but I want to make that, honestly. I think it would be cool to have, like, a little test, like, on the website, and at the end, like, you get the type of hot sauce that you are most similar to. I think it would be cool. I don't think anyone's gonna let me do this, though. Like, I can do this. I can do this. I think you are quite good at advertising Metal Gear Solid Cannibalism Embreg the Omega Voice. Toilet rice, I do not cook where my toilet is. There is a door to the toilet, and then the rest of the bathroom is outside of that. It's your company, isn't it? Yeah, but I also can't do certain things that are, like, gonna run it into the ground. I guess I could. I could just go like, I'm gonna run this company into the ground and no one could stop me. They try though, which is fair. Oh, yep. Oh, God. I could run it into the ground. What's the first bad decision I can make? Let's try to make a hot sauce based off Sonic the Hedgehog without getting any of the trademark or rights or anything like that, and see how long it takes for them to sue us. Yeah, all press is good press. That's my first one. We're gonna have Sonic the Hedgehog hot sauce, and when they sue me, it'll bring more attention to my company, not less. There you go. It'll only just be like a $300,000 investment or something for the advertisements and using their character and like trademark, and not bad. Yeah. Oh no, bad Grimmi. Oh, Sonic hot sauce. Ecto's excited. Pretty sure Sega would love a sauce collab. You should contact them. How do I do that? That's the thing. How do you do that? Oh, goodbye, Mono. Have a good time. Chili dog sauce. That's a good idea. Margo, yo, what's up? Did you have the blue Sonic curry too? Oh my God! Wait. Gamma. Wow. Congratulations. I think Gamma's a good one to have. Congratulations. Grimmi has a company. I have a hot sauce company. Let me see if I can remember. Saucy. Is that it? Yay! Oh. Thank you for buying a little bit of torture. Vtuber brainworms. Yo, thank you. And Grimmi wants to kill you. Yo. Sorry we ran out of the shipping stuff for the other groups. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I hope that you enjoy them. If you buy one, it makes them appear that way, and it has a small sound that doesn't really matter. We could change the command to your referral code. Oh, you're right. I'll do that later. You own a hot sauce company for real? Yes. This is my hot sauce company. If you want to know exactly how it happened, yeah, Saucy is actually owned by Grimmi. Yes, 100%. If you want to know what happened, one day I was like, I want to make a hot sauce. I want to make a Grimmi hot sauce. So I started looking at companies that could make that happen, and then I started trying their hot sauces. I found one that I really liked, and that's the one we're working with now. I found one that I really liked, and I called them, and I was too afraid to keep calling them and trying to work out the details of it. And I didn't really know how management companies worked, so I was just like, hello, I'm very sorry, Seth, but can you help me with this? I don't want to talk to them on the phone anymore. And Seth was like, what are you doing? And so, yeah, Seth talked to them and got it a little bit more worked out, and now it's a company instead of just me getting one hot sauce flavor very scared. If you really want a Sonic collab, their Twitter is a good start. I don't know if I should just start adding them on Twitter. They'll just get angry at me. But the blue Sonic curry, Margo, the blue Sonic curry. One of my roommates actually had that. She ate it at one point, and then she kept the, like, Sonic curries for, like, years. Oh, thank you so much for buying a bottle of Grimmi Wants to Kill You. She kept those for years. I think she ate them after years, too, or someone did. It was disgusting to see. I don't... Thoughts on the Skittles hot sauce? There's a Skittles hot sauce? Yo! I want to try it. The Sonic Twitter is very crud-posty one. They will like it? Okay. Slide into their DMs? Okay. Good job accidentally... Well, the thing is, like, Seth could have just been like, oh my god, that's so funny. Wow, you contacted these people. Wow, you got this all worked out? Cool. Okay, here, I'm gonna give you your own hot sauce. And you can get 10% off of every bottle sold. Wouldn't that be nice, Grimmi? Thank you. And then he could have made a company himself and totally ripped me off. And I would have never noticed. I would have thought it was like, wow, he made the hot sauce. I'm so happy. But it was very nice of Seth to help me set it up instead of just, scamming me and taking all of it. That would have been cool too, though. I wouldn't have noticed. Thank you so much, Olzen, for telling me to talk like this. They would love that? Okay, I'm gonna try to contact Sonic the Hedgehog, though. Gamersups might go for a collab, like survive after chugging a bottle with your drink. I really don't think that you should do that. Every box says do not chug this, because you'll get sick. It's really not a good idea. In fact, one of the flavors we're working on might actually kill you if you do that, because it takes like 15 minutes for it to like stop hurting after you have only a little bit. It's very painful. It's not a challenge, got it? It's not a challenge. I would love a Grimmi flavor of Gamer Subs. Well, Gamer Subs is... You have to, like, work with Gamer Subs for, like, a long time to get a flavor of Gamer Subs is the only thing. That's the only thing with Gamer Subs, is, you have to, like, work with them for, like, a while. So, like... Maybe someday, but I don't know, cause, like, it's hard to do that. Cause, like, you want to use your friends' codes when you get Gamer Subs and stuff. So, if you would like to get Gamer Subs, please use code Chungas, or code Voidling. Those are the codes you should use. Or code Miano, or code... I remember other people. I don't remember other people's codes, actually. Your sauce company inspired me to one day become a powerful VTuber and get my own burger company. The skies are the limits. You could be the next McDonald. You could be the next McDonald. I think you should be the next McDonald. Also, yeah, this is Grimmi hot sauce. I keep forgetting about it. I forget about a lot of things I do immediately. And for a long time, I just thought I was lazy. But it turns out there's actually something wrong with me. So now I'm accepting that, and I feel a lot better asking for help. I thought it was normal to, like, have headaches all the time and feel really tired all the time. And you gotta get that cyst out. It might be something I'm stuck with, but either way, I'm gonna be a little bit nicer to myself, and I'm gonna, like, start eating anti-inflammatory foods and a bunch of other stuff. So either way, I'll feel a lot better. And I'm gonna be a lot nicer to myself for not remembering a lot of stuff and forgetting everything I do, and I'm gonna rely on people more for the things that I have problems with, instead of going like, oh my god, I'm so stupid, everyone can do this, why am I so stupid, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Over Easy Eggs, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Guys, go check out Over Easy Eggs, I love her, she is so cute, and she's got such a nice voice. I got your sauces in the mail this morning and tried them all with breakfast. Oh my god, I really love the Grimmi Wants to Kill You and a bit of torture, that's so lovely, oh my goodness, oh my god. Guys, go check out Over Easy Eggs, she actually just ate the hot sauce, that's wonderful. It's okay, MSM remembers for you now. Yes, thank you very much, Seth. I will now rely on your skills as a manager and management company overall. I didn't expect you to stream early, but I've made a little clip of you to kind of celebrate the change to V3. You will be able to see on Twitter after. Oh, that would be lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for doing clips and stuff. I appreciate that. I should really put you on my my about section in my YouTube saying thank you for doing this and link to like your little channels and stuff. That'd be so nice, wouldn't it? Oh my goodness. Yes, your little fella. Come here. I don't know why I'm pretending to be an old lady. Sorry. Chat by the sauces. I'm really glad you like it, Eggs. Okay, that's the thing. I tried so hard to make sure they actually tasted good. There were a lot of hot sauce companies that did not taste very good, and I didn't work with them. Not in a negative way, they just... Okay, look. I'm the type of person that'll, like, buy, like, 100 of something that I like, and then go, like, why does this taste bad? Why does this taste different? Why don't I like this? A lot of, like, those big, like, sets of hot sauces, not the hot ones are pretty good, but, like, not, like, the big sets of hot sauces, like, you see, like, as a gift pack, they aren't very good because those places don't specialize in making hot sauces. What they do is they hire a company that specializes in making a bunch of stuff, so they do it kind of, like, not as well. But they're easier to work with. But, alternatively, people that specialize exclusively in one type of product are the ones that you want to go to because they're not the ones making, like, just giant, like, sampler products. Like, a lot of companies just do sampler products, so all of the sampler products they do don't taste amazing, if that makes sense. Whoever said the VTuber burger thing, you better not be bluffing. I would love to eat a VTuber burger. That would be cool. That would be so cool. I guess I can't, but like, maybe like a vegetarian one if you do that. Vegetarian burger would be cool. Why does the bottle 14 taste like number 8? See, there's the thing. Here's the oh, also,
Thank you so much, Leviathan God of Flesh. I appreciate that. I also hope you're doing okay. Getting all that flesh must be real hard. What would be on a VTuber burger? You should really be able to get the components out of someone's flesh and kind of taste them and stuff, but it's okay. That's the other thing. That's the other thing. I think it's fun that hot sauce can have a personality and flavor. Like, it can be real fun. It can be real fun. So, the VTuber branded are made of VTubers. I wanted to do the made of VTuber things for a while. Apparently I can't do that. Kind of an early stream, huh? Oh yes, it is. How are you? It would be made from real VTubers. It's all organic. See, I would love that. Would VTuber burger even be real meat? We should probably make it out of, What do VTubers usually eat? They eat bugs, they eat pine cones, they eat crickets, they eat stuff like that. None of that sounds particularly appetizing is the thing. I suppose you could make it out of, crickets? Hot chips? Not really sure what else. Okay. VTuber burgers make you chronically ill. Being a VTuber makes you ill. I used to get a lot more vitamin D before I did this, I'll tell you that much. I used to go outside in the sun quite often. I would feel real good out there too. Oh my goodness gracious, it would feel wonderful having that sun shine on your skin. Lovely. Lovely. You don't do that as a VTuber though. You stay inside for about 18 hours straight. Maybe you go outside for like 10 minutes to go get a soda, and then you come back. A Grimmi stream in my time zone. A blessed day. Hello, Justin Rules. How are you? VTubers are 75% caffeine, 10% self-confidence, 15% normal food. That is true. A lot of caffeine. A lot of that gamer stuff, too. Aren't there bears out there? Yes. We shouldn't be outside. There's a lot of really bad stuff.
0% water? Yeah, I'm not very hydrated. I had a life until I became a VTuber. It's kind of true, though. It's kind of true. Like, the thing is, if you become a VTuber, you have less and less reason to go outside. You have less and less reason to go outside. Oh, wait, I forgot to say. Some people have been DMing me and asking me if I'm gonna be at WeebCon to, like, hang out with. I am not. I am not. The thing is, I am going to be there on a screen to do a meet and greet. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry if you're a buddy of mine ever asking me. I'm sorry. I really apologize for that. Life is overrated. All we need is the funny speaking box attached to the other funny box connected to the wall. See, that's the thing. I kind of like that. But I feel like we need a little bit more outside. Like, if you had, like, a giant window next to your room that you could just open and it would be, like, half outside, half inside, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Will you go to Offkai, please? At least there's a screen. Oh, I'll see. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. VTubers don't need to go to cons anymore. It's true. They can just be wheeled around on, like, little tablets. Like, I want, like, a little broom to hit people with. I like Iron Mouse's setup, but I want something I can, like, poke people with. Yeah, like Iron Mouse, but I want something I can, like, smash people with, like, a little bit. Like, hit them out of the way and go, like, excuse me? Hmm? Excuse me? Hmm? Excuse me? Excuse me, get out of here. Any window is giant when compared to your regular VTuber because they are small. No, I'm 5'2". That's a normal size for a VTuber. Like, that's like above average. Crowbar. Oh yeah, crowbar. That might actually hurt someone. Be really funny though, so I think we should do it. One of those moving iPads with a taser attached to the front of it and be controlled at her home. That would be cool. That would be awesome. I would love to tase people from the comfort of my own home. That would be awesome. Although, actually, I don't know. I've been thinking about this more. I don't know if I want to tase people. It's kind of messed up. It kind of hurts them. Like, I thought it would be cool as a concept before it was something I might have to do. I can't wait for, like, 10 years from now. We have a bunch of dialysis VTubers from all the kidney failure. No! Go outside! Take a vitamin! How are you today? We're doing good. Shadow Springtrap. Don't read the books. Don't read those books. Tablet on the table of a Roomba with a knife on it. See? Yeah, tablet on top of a Roomba with a knife on it would be awesome. Oh my god, can we just, like, let, like, 10 of those go? Can we, like, let 10 of those go at Offkai? I'll go to Offkai if I can be a tablet on a Roomba with a knife. That'll be like BattleBots. You can just put us in, like, a big, like, room with, like, a window. And people can observe it from the outside. No knife? What's the point, then? There's no point at that point. Like, come on. What about, like, that weird, like, tentacle box that people, like, attached a knife to with duct tape? That thing looked crazy. That thing looked really cool. Spin to win? Exactly. VTuber BattleBots sounds hilarious. I think that would be really fun. Unfortunately, it would probably cost a lot of money, and everyone would, destroy the equipment. I actually have no idea how they make those BattleBots. They probably cost, like, tens of thousands of dollars. God save us the day Grimmi's intrusive thoughts break free. You guys want to play some World of War? It's only been 56 minutes. Whoops. Whoops. There is actual development into including taste on the tongue with electronic signals. Whoa, really? That's really cool. The World of Horror was the Omegaverse we discussed along the way. Yep. They basically weld power tools to RC boxes. Whoa. I always forget there's a game. That's fair. That's fair. Their intrusive thoughts can't break free because their entire brain is intrusive thoughts. No! No! Here. We're going to be playing World of Horror. We all know our Omega archetypes now. That's what we needed going into this for some reason. We needed to know our Omega archetypes. And now you know. Now you know. Quite a bit about it, maybe more than me. Sorry, I'm looking at more charts. Apparently supernatural. Real person... Okay, let me explain this really quickly. Supernatural's fandom? Are you a chart fan? I guess so. It's interesting. I like looking at like this stuff. But apparently Supernatural. I'm just gonna show it to you guys really quickly. This may be confusing to you, but Supernatural, like the television show about those dudes that like go around and like find monsters and stuff. I thought it was really cool. But if you look online, it's mostly about the dudes getting jiggy with it. But here, this is an interesting graph. This is an interesting graph. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you why. Okay. So, Sherlock. Consistent growth. Consistent growth. Where it seemed to start? Teen Wolf. Or real person supernatural. Like, it's kind of hard to tell, because, like... It looks like Teen Wolf came a little bit after the, supernatural stuff. But, why did Teen Wolf, the Wolf series, fall off? I think people just stopped watching it is the thing. Like, that's probably the biggest one. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Okay, so, take a look. Take a look. Alright. Supernatural. Real person fic. So this is the actors that play the characters in Supernatural, which is... But, anyways, some people are into that. They don't really know the people, so I guess it's like... Where's the Supermansion line? No one watched Supermansion but me, okay? No one cared about Supermansion. I like that show. No one else in the world does. So here's the thing. Supernatural RPF started out slow. You see the Avengers get really, really, really high, and then April 2012 it tanks. It just tanks. I love that it's specifically called Supernatural RPF. Yeah, see, that's the thing. There's two different genres with this apparently. I have never read any of the Supernatural RPF, but apparently it's been very popular. This is data that exists. I'm surprised K-pop isn't on there. It's from like 2011 to 2013. Can we find a more recent one? How popular? One second. How popular is Omegaverse within each of the top A, B, O fandoms? 2000. Let's try 2020. Oh wow, there actually is some data. Wow, okay. Okay, cool. Supernatural RPF is supernatural real person fiction. So it's related to the actors. Not that the people that are watching know the actors. They're making... It's essentially like an alternative universe for them. I don't think it's a good idea, really, 100%, but you know what? Whatever. Whatever. They're probably, like, mostly, like, teenagers that are gonna regret being so weird later, so it's fine. Like, and even then, like, I don't know. I don't know their story. Maybe they need this. Maybe they need this. So, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Supernatural RPF went crazy, apparently, for some reason. Meanwhile, everything else dropped. Teen Wolf continued to drop, Avengers continued to drop, Sherlock, steady and consistent growth, but, like, not amazing. RPF is effed up, these are real people. Oh yeah, 100%, but I don't know. I think the people writing it are probably, like, babies? Like, they're probably, like, teenage girls. So, like, I assume they're gonna, like, grow up and then be like, uh-oh, why'd I do that? I think they're gonna feel that way. Like, I don't think they're gonna be like, that was such a good decision I made. Oh my god, that was such a good decision. Oh my god, I feel so good about that. I'm sure if the actors found it, they found it really fun. Like, I think they probably go like, oh my god. Oh my god! Like, that's probably what happens, I assume. We have some interesting statistics, though. I don't know who half these characters are. Let's see. Okay, we have interesting statistics. From most beta to least? What is this? This is so interesting. Oh, there's ladies on this too. Okay, cool. Okay, alright, here. If you want to know the characters, like if you might be familiar with at least some of these. You might be familiar with at least some of these. Wow, Castiel. You are not even a main character. Okay, but like, you guys are probably familiar with some of these names, so I'm just gonna put them on screen. These are the characters that were most popular in the Alpha, Beta, Omega fandom. These are the ones. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. So this is quite a bit of material. Remember, each one of these is a story someone wrote. Each one of these. Each one of these. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Grog Ling, for donating $1. $1. Thank you. It's very nice of you. I appreciate it. I'm going to give you some information for this. Okay, Grog. Dean Winchester. Dean Winchester was the most... yeah, you're seeing some characters, you know. The most Alpha, Beta, Omega character in fandom. I am sure the person that played them was not especially happy about that. $1. $1, $1, $1. Thank you. Castiel. Not even, like, the two big character, just Castiel. People really liked Castiel. He essentially showed up, and then, the actors themselves being on the list is insane. Oh yeah, Harry Styles, there you go! Hi, Solar! I was just about to say, Castiel was an interesting character because for everyone watching the show that was just a dude, they were like, okay, that guy seems kinda cool. Seems like he has a very John Constantine kind of like... Was that his name? John Constantine? I don't remember. Very John something. No, I loved him. Yeah, see, he was a cool character. Like, everyone was just like, cool character. Supernatural had to have an episode addressing all of the teenage girls who shipped the brothers together, and they declared it as gross and disturbing. Thank you for the 200 bits, UNSC Saratoga. Yep, that's exactly what happened. So here's the thing. When they introduced Castiel, everyone went nuts. Not because they were like, this character's really cool. They went nuts because they were like, oh, cool, we don't have to, like, ship incest with the character. Zoran, I am so sorry. 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 Everyone here, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm talking about fanfiction. Please don't tell me you've heard what I said. Please lie to me. Please lie to me. Magical Garfield, what were you playing? Magical Garfield, what were you playing? Oh, Magical Girl. Oh no. Okay. Everyone, you said what? No. Guys, go check out Zoran. They're very good at role-playing streams. They do a lot of fun stuff. They play a lot of interesting games, and you'll absolutely love their stuff. Thank you, Date. Vena, 300 bits. Thank you. Every one of these charts reminds me of how much weaker I am than fanfiction writers. Like, there's so much of it. How? Women like writing books, apparently. Women can do anything, it's true. Like, women are very focused on this stuff, and they've really done a good job. Some of these, like, fanfictions are, like, better written than, like, a lot of novels on, like, store shelves. It's crazy. Everyone, I really apologize for talking about, incest. It was not in a positive way. It was in a very negative way. It was not like, oh, this is cool. So, that's where we're at right now. Thank you, Will Rob, for being here for 22 months. Everyone, please go check out Zoran and follow them because I owe them now for ruining their raid. Everyone, thank you so much for coming here. I'm Grimmi. Hi, Mock. Okay. Yep. Okay. Everyone, thank you so much for coming by. I'm Grimmi, and thank you so much for the 1 bit. Tets, Mega, I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. Women can do anything, and some women do. Yep, okay, yep, that's true. Frederick, no. I'm so glad my viewers ended up here. This is good. Okay, yep, alright. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. So here's the thing. I'm talking about the Alpha, Beta, Omega fanfiction. Because this is a really interesting topic. It's just that, it's, somewhat sexual in nature. You know how all those people got real attracted to Sans the skeleton?
some people got really weird if they just had a lot of media consumed as teenagers and all that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Justin, for gifting 2 subs. I appreciate that. That is very kind to you. Absolutely the best place to set my viewers. Oh dear God. Well, thank you so much for coming on by. So,
I have no clue how I'm supposed to get back on topic. Okay. I'm gonna explain what I was talking about before you guys rated, and I'm really sorry about this. Okay. What I was saying was Dean Winchester, also the actor that played him, I don't think liked this stuff. Thank you very much, King's Shadow. What is this? I don't know how to read that numeral. King's Shadow, thank you. Everyone pay attention, this is very important stuff. If you don't understand the Alpha, Beta, Omega universe, you are going to die. Yes, I said die. You are going to die today unless you have this information in your head and can fully comprehend it. Yes. Oh, he did not, yes. The person that played Dean Winchester did not like the homoeroticism the fandom was producing. Not at all. It's important you remember this, because we have to go through several topics before we can understand it fully. We spread incognito hazards? Not at all. This is important for you to remember, Rin. There will be no redacted information here. This is not an SCP. This is real and this is here. Alright. To be fair, you have to have a high IQ to read the Omegaverse. Exactly. Exactly. You are not incorrect in this. You are not incorrect. To fully understand the dynamics at play in the Omegaverse, you must understand yourself. You must understand yourself and the person you are. Alright. This will be on the test, yes. Misha Collins retconned it and said Castiel was in love with... Misha Collins was very much down to party. I think he was actually pushing for the characters to end up together, and the other person was not at all, and did not like that. So, as we continue onwards... let's play the game. You can see the Nene if you'd like. There she is. In fact, I'll put this up here. So, Dean Winchester was the most tagged in the Alpha, Beta, Omega I'm just gonna leave it here, I don't care. The most tagged. And why is that? It's because he was part of the Supernatural fandom. The Supernatural fandom was a show that went on for a very long time. Some say too long. Others say... no, everyone says it went on a bit too long. I think everyone's in agreement with that. No one thinks it should have gone on for more. Okay, let's consider this. Dean Winchester. Alright, let's get back on track here. He was the most tagged in Alpha, Beta, Omega works. Now that doesn't mean that he was exclusively an Alpha, a Beta, or an Omega in these works. Though most assuredly he was an Alpha or an Omega in 99.9% of them, because those are the ones that have the most sexual tension. Pay attention. Now when Castiel was introduced to the Supernatural fandom, it introduced something very interesting. Yes, very interesting indeed. Up until this point, Supernatural shipping fans were getting a kind of, they were getting weird. They were getting very weird. The main characters were 2 brothers, Sam and Dean Winchester. And if women are going to watch a show with 2 attractive male leads, unfortunately, they have to work with what they have. I'm not going to judge them. The internet is a terrifying place. They have to work with what they have. They will go on. So, when Castiel was introduced to the show, originally supposed to be a one-off season character, every single woman watching the show for those reasons went insane. And they decided that this character was going to be with Dean Winchester. They were very excited for this. I think that in the show, the character that, I guess Castiel was a little bit more pushed in that direction in terms of their writing. In their defense, they had chemistry. I'm not saying it's negative. I'm saying that it was substantial. The impact they had on... Yes, your head might be exploding. Thank you very much for coming by. I play horror video games, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm Grimmi. Whoops. Okay. Anyways. So what happened was, they all started shipping those guys. Now, Dean Winchester not only had Castiel, but he also had Sam Winchester from the people that were holding over from there. He had Sam Winchester and he had Castiel. So he was very, very, very popular in this regard in the fandom, because Supernatural was a gigantic fandom, because it went on for like 12 seasons or something? It was really long. Chill your hot sauce too. I have a hot sauce. I own the company. I don't know how that happened. Things just happen if you wander around, like, with brain damage. Okay, but more importantly, well, not more importantly, I guess that's important, but anyways, somewhat importantly, people started... They didn't have a lot to do in between these seasons. What up? You probably don't want to know. They didn't have a lot to do in between these seasons. If you look at the Phoenix Wright fandom, before they released a game, like the 2 years before that are like crazy. They're going insane, essentially. So what was happening is, every season they would bait that like Castiel and Dean were getting a little bit closer, and then they would pull it back. And then they would bait again, and then they would pull it back. And then they would bait again, and they would pull it back. And they would do it each time. So what eventually happened was, I think it started to drive people insane. So what happened is, when they became very fixated with Supernatural, they started running out of ideas between these seasons of what to do. I think this is why it became so big in the Supernatural fandom, because they had these long lulls of inactivity with the show, and then they had a lot of time of speculation. And also, like, a lot of them had, like, yeah, Cass went to Superhill. I'm gonna spoil this for you. I don't think anyone cares about the last season of Supernatural. You probably shouldn't. It's... Cass going to Superhill was, like, the most homophobic thing possible. Anyways, don't worry about that. What I'm saying is, between each season of Supernatural, people were very upset, and each time, they would write more fanfiction. So they needed new settings. Wait, why? Okay, Supernatural was a weird show. Didn't one of the actors get stalked by fans? I'm sure, like, it was a big show. I'm sure a lot of them were getting stalked, but, like, okay. The Empty was so cool. I love the Empty. Well, okay, Superhell... No, Superhell was not a name for war. Okay, this is just turning into, like... Supernatural had problems. We're not even gonna get to the Omegaverse. That show was huge. It was gigantic. Okay. Cass got sent to Superhell because, I forgot why, but someone placed a curse on him, so like the happiest moment in his life, he would be sent to Superhell. Not hell, but like a hell worse than hell. A Superhell, if you will. And the happiest moment of his life was telling Dean Winchester that he was in love with him. And then he went to Superhell. No one liked this. Like, no one was, like, rooting for this to happen. No one wanted that to happen. Oh my god, that was such a bad choice. The thing is, I think they took a long break after that. Or no, I think it was a normal break. But, like, everyone was just like, well, the next few episodes are gonna be about Dean going to Superhell and helping him, right? Oh god, thank you, Fuzzy. The next episodes are gonna be about Dean going to Superhell and rescuing this person that sacrificed so much for them and just admitted that he was in love with them and always was in love with them for like 12 years or something, or like 10 years, I don't know. But like, I'm glad I'm learning about this. This was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Should we be taking notes? I don't know. I don't think you're gonna fall into this. Well, the thing is, everyone thought that they were gonna go save him in the next few episodes, because that would have been the most interesting thing that they could have done, like, narratively. Then... Oh, he made a ruler to get out, and the only way okay, he wouldn't chase Castiel, could claim him as his happiest. Okay, that's what it was. So yes, he was happiest when he told Dean when he was in love with them. And then he went to Superhell, and then... What happened from there? Thank you very much for giving the explanation for that as well. What happened there is the next few episodes had nothing to do with any of it at all, and it was really weird, and it had like a flash forward of, I think, like, the other brother, like, Sam Winchester, he like aged and lived a normal life, and like Dean was like, this is cool, and then he flew up in his car to like heaven, and like the Death herself was trying to kill Dean. Yes, they didn't have a way to kill Death. Yes. I have very little memory of this since I watched it a long time ago. Thank you very much, Justin. So Castiel convinced Dean to summon the Empty to himself in death. Okay, there you go. That's very cool. So then from there, I think there was a one-off line about, like, I forgot who it was, but they were just, as Dean was flying up to heaven, just like, yeah, Castiel got out of there. And that was it. Dean got killed randomly, stabbed by a rusty nail by vampires. I do not remember this, but it's probably... okay. Yep. Shortly after breaking that happened. Thank you, Froggy of the Dag, for subscribing. So that's the end of Supernatural. They never explained it. It was so annoying. Yeah, they just said Castiel got out at some point. Everyone was really angry about this because, it was filmed in the pandemic, so they had to exclude basically every other actor from the ending. Oh, that's horrible. Dang. Also, thank you, UNSC, Saratoga. The guy who played Sam wound up marrying the actress who played Ruby in the show. They apparently have a very good marriage. That's wonderful to hear. That's wonderful. And Sam was like, no, my brother will bring you back. And Dean was like, no, this is my time. And Sam was like, okay. Yeah, that's what happened, it sounds like. It was a very interesting ending. I guess they couldn't film much of it. Everyone had to be 10 feet away and stuff. And what happened? I think they just wanted to elongate the seasons because they were making a lot of money off of it, like, is the thing, which is kind of fair. Like, they had a ton of fans. But anyways, they wrapped it up. Castiel was out of Super Hell, and everyone was really pissed off about this. But up until that point, everyone had been waiting for that moment where Dean was gonna go out with Castiel. I don't think that would have happened, but people were hoping for that. I think it was realistic, I guess, to expect Castiel eventually to say something like that at some point. Like, it was heavily hinted at that that was the case for, like, seasons and seasons and seasons and seasons. So what happened with the Alpha, Beta, Omega stuff was that they kept not having anything to do. This is my new favorite one. They kept not having anything to do. They kept not having anything to do for, like, months and months and months and months at a time. So what they would do is they would come up with new concepts to write these characters into. And this is why they got involved in real person fanfiction. They would run out of stuff to do with these characters eventually, of things to consider, of, like, little things to go, like, what if Castiel brought Dean, like, a little cookie when he was sad? What if he did this after that scene? Like, they ran out of those. They ran out of those eventually. And what happened was, like the Undertale fandom, after they played it and got real into it, they got really weird after. They got really weird. They got really weird. Yep. And so what happened was, they started looking for new things to write about. This happens with every fandom, but it happened really intensely with this one because it was a huge one for a long time. Like, Sherlock didn't have that much stuff coming out. Teen Wolf didn't have that much stuff coming out. Supernatural consistently had stuff coming out, and that's why it got to be so popular, and that's why Dean Winchester is the most tagged in the Alpha, Beta, Omega universe on this website. And that's why Castiel is the second most tagged. And I'm sure that, like, the other ones are in there somewhere. So, I'm not surprised I left and came... Okay, yep, this... You came back right as the Alpha Omega thing was, like, coming back into play. We had to go through the entire Supernatural ending. Where does Papyrus land on the Omegaverse scale? Thank you very much, Big, for the 100 bits. Yep, I appreciate that. Quick synopsis, please. I barely understand this. I don't think it's gonna get easier. Skeletons can't get pregnant, silly. Thank you, Margot. That's a good way of, It ended? Okay, Dean's dad is third. No, that's the guy from that's the guy from that's the guy from no. That's the guy from Sherlock. No. John Watson is the guy from Sherlock. That is not their father. That would be really okay. Like, some people are, you know what? Okay, look, we're moving on. That is not their dad. Okay. Anyways, as you can see, it goes down a little bit. John Watson and Sherlock Holmes, they are the third and fourth. That makes sense. Misread then? Thank you. Okay, cool. What is the Omegaverse? The universe where men can get pregnant. Okay, we're moving on. So, Luis Tomlinson, I don't even know who that is. Steve Rogers, I think that's a Marvel character. Derek Hale, I think that's a Teen Wolf character. Styles Slinsky, I don't know who that is. I watched all of Supernatural, and I watched, like, some of these shows. Hello, Grimmi, how's it going? It's not going good. It's not going good at all. So anyways, that's why Dean Winchester was so popular. And then if you look a little bit further down, there's Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki. Now, oh, Steve Rogers is the guy who makes those 6-hour-long videos on YouTube. Oh, cool. Whoa, wait, what? I bet there's YouTubers and stuff on here. I bet there'll eventually be VTubers. Is there VTuber? Oh, I'm joking. Oh. I believed you. I believe everything anyone says. I don't know the names of these people! I don't put any bodily fluids into the hot sauce. I'm never going to do that. They're not gonna let me keep the juice from, like, the cyst in my anyway, alright. So, the reason that Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki are on this list is because people ran out of things to write about, and then also, if they wrote about these two actors together, these two characters that they thought looked very attractive, it wouldn't be incestual. So that's why people did it. Real person fanfiction is, I don't think, a good idea, but like, in my opinion, I don't know, I don't know, it might make them uncomfortable, but at the same time, they're probably not gonna see it. I don't know, I don't want to judge, I just want to not deal with it. So, I'm decaying, we're almost through it. So that's why they're on the list as well. And Sam Winchester is right below Tony Stark, so Sam Winchester is still in there. So, they ran out of things to write about. They knew that there would be a new setting if they shipped their actors. And also, it wouldn't be incest for the people that were upset about that, but really wanted to see those two guys bang. That's what it comes down to, I think. That's what it comes down to overall. Hannibal Lecter is on there. Hannibal was a really good show. Will Graham is the one. Well, how did Levi get right between Hannibal Lecter and Will Graham? That's weird. They had a fourth wall break episode where they came out into a dimension where they came into real life, and that's when they became characters in Supernatural. Oh yeah, I guess they are canonically characters too with their own show. That's horrifying. This is not my AO3 bookmarks. No, I'm just explaining what this is and why it occurred. Anyways, Alpha Beta Omega. Alpha Beta Omega is the concept of alphas being Alphas are a very... What's a good way of saying it? They're not necessarily masculine, they're just very... What's a way of saying it non-sexually? Dominant. They're a dominant... I guess in this universe, gender. They're a dominant gender. They're a dominant gender. And betas in this universe are more of a neutral gender. And omegas in this universe are a submissive gender. What is this? Okay. There are ladies, actually. I can show you some graphs from there, too. Why did you write it like that? Mr. Dances? Okay, oh, gee, no! I thought it was intentional, oh my goodness! Okay, so... I'm trying to think of how to say this. Okay, so alphas respond to the pheromones in this universe of omegas. They respond to the pheromones of this universe as omegas. In a lot of, like, the different interpretations, if they like bite an omega on the neck, they're like soul bonded forever, and they're soul bonded forever, okay? And then if they do that, they aren't attracted to other omega's scents. They're only attracted to that omega's scent for the rest of their life. So the alphas are domineering towards the submissive omegas. Nope, we're not going to talk about that, Darth. And betas just kind of hang out. Betas are just kind of involved in the story and, like, walk around, and, like, occasionally, very, very rarely, they'll get involved in stuff. There's also stories of two alphas getting involved, or two omegas, or a beta and an omega, or, like, a beta and an alpha. Betas are the normies, got it, yes, 100%. Betas are normies. We're not gonna talk about that, Platinum. There's a really strange thing in the, It's okay, don't think about it. There's a lot of interesting concepts in this universe. One of which is that an alpha can get an omega pregnant. An alpha can get an omega pregnant. It's been an hour almost. It's been a half an hour of me explaining this. They can get them pregnant. So, you can have two male characters get each other, you know, a child. Get them presents like they're Santa. No, they get them presents like they're Santa. That would be a much nicer thing. Which group gets weird? Sonic is true. Sonic is true. Undertale gets a little weird, but Sonic is true. Wow, Final Fantasy got 1. I'm surprised about that. It's true, though. It's not as bad. It's true. So, that's essentially what it comes down to. It's a universe where characters will act outside of their nature. How do you know about this? I am on the internet and I talk to a lot of women. I was on Tumblr. You see a lot of stuff on Tumblr. I could tell you a lot more about the Onceler, too. Sure, I'm not into this, but I don't care at this point. I know who I am. So, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you look at this list of characters, these are the most popular ones. Natasha's on there from the adventure as well. Okay, only one, but when you look at these characters, these are all attractive men from Western fandoms for primarily. I guess Levi and Aaron are on there too. But like, primarily. These are all characters that people were attracted to and wanted to see in diverse sexual situations. So that's what happened with this. Hannibal Lecter from the show Hannibal. It's a very good show. Kojima really likes it. Like, Kojima probably saw Mads from there and like wanted to include him in everything he did. Like, if you like Death Stranding, you really want to check out Hannibal, like the television version. Thank you, Dave Vena, for 300 bits. Learning about this stuff is causing me the same primal anxiety I felt when a YouTuber casually described the Divine Comedy as the world's first insert isekai fanfiction. Well, I hope you don't get isekai to the Omegaverse. Or maybe you'd be happier there. The reason I brought up the Omegaverse like 10 streams ago, not 10 streams ago, like 10 months ago, maybe like a year and a half ago, the reason I brought it up was because one of my friends told me, I saw this interesting tweet, and no one will believe me about this. One of my friends told me, I saw this interesting tweet. It was about how Omegas in different fanfictions set around the world get their suppressant drugs so they don't go into Omega attracts alpha mode, to fornicate mode. Like, they have suppressant drugs. And characters that are in America, they often have tragic stories surrounding them, where it's like, how am I going to afford my suppressant drugs? I have to stay at home, I'm so sad. Like, it can occur like that. But when the characters are in like the UK or like anywhere else, or Canada, they get their suppressant drugs really easily for free. And I was like, that's crazy. This is an interesting way that people interpret the world, and it affects our fiction and vice versa. This is awesome. And I tried to mention this on stream a year and a half ago. And people were like, what are you talking about? Wait, go back. Go back to the Omega. What are you talking about? I didn't think it would be that weird for everyone. I'm sorry. Grimmi and I were explaining this to Kid a few days ago. It's impossible for anyone to process this. ABO is super popular in Chinese fanfiction. I didn't even know that. That's cool. I just remember there was a streaming service that had their own ABO show. What? Really? It got really big. Like, there's manga. Here, let me look up. Licensed American manga. ABO. I know that there's some. I didn't know there'd be this many, actually. What the flip? Okay. Okay, there's actually, quite a few licensed American manga. There's even some about ladies. I gotta show you these. I don't think they're pornographic or anything. Let me show you. There are some that are licensed into English. Here, you guys will like this.
This is gonna make you go from like, this is weird to like, I get it. Oh my god, I get it. Oh my god, I get it. Here.
Now you understand. There, now you'll like this. Now you'll understand. What if one day a super hot lady showed up at your work and she had giant boobs and she was very aggressively sexual? Would you be happy? Now you got my attention? There you go. I get it. There you go. Yep. There you go. It's about equal opportunity impregnating. I don't know if this person impregnates this guy. We are not playing for the 48, dear god. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to flipping stream. Okay. So here you go.
If you were like, women are so weird, why are they making this alpha, beta, omega stuff? This is so weird. This is so weird.
Insert death. Yeah, exactly. See?
If they're so weird, why would they do this? They're so weird.
Now you understand. Now you understand. Why does it sound like you're trying to sell alpha, beta, omega on us? I'm not trying to do that. I just think it's, like, oftentimes, here's the thing. Oftentimes people get into this place of like, oh, women are so weird. They do all this weird stuff. Why would they want this? Why would they make this? Why would they do this? And then you find out that if, like, everything was switched, you would love it. There you go. Where does the baby pop out from? I don't think that's a good thing to think about. But it's a very important question to ask someone else. I think La Avispa is going to be having an Mpreg stream at some point, so that might be one to go to if you're looking for further lectures on this topic. I can only provide you so much, and thank you very much, Fuzzy. Thank you, Fuzzy. We're just ordinary men. We're just men. It's true. You probably want this lady to come and hang out with you at your work. Like, imagine if you were this guy walking around every day and you were like, man, I hate being an Omega. This sucks. All ladies are, like, rude to me. Like, I'm at the bottom of the food chain. This sucks. This sucks. And then one day, a very tall, aggressive lady came and was just like, oh my god, wow. That's so... Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. You're an Omega? Oh my goodness, I think this is kind of harassment, but I'm gonna follow you around and bother you all the time. I have giant breasts. Like, that's what they'd say. That's what they'd say. Maybe not the last part. That would be a little bit unsubtle and weird. Hi, Rose. What's up? But you would be excited by that prospect, wouldn't you? Since we have gone this far, let us discuss the real-world studies on viable male impregnation via implantation to the... Let us not. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Anyways, this is the Alpha, Beta, Omega universe. It is now something that guys can be aroused as well with. So there you go. Ad ended at giant bread. Okay, well, that's not good. Anyways. Why'd I do this? Stream title. Sorry. There we go, okay. I'm gonna put on some other music, I give up. Alright. I follow this artist on Twitter, then there you go. Are they making wonderful comic books about, when is the Omegaverse hot sauce? I've been pitching that for a while. People are not on board. Here we go. Back to what I listen to every time, the cold and feeling dark sounds of, like, death from Silent Hill slowed down. I'm gonna order this book. I'm gonna order this book at some point. I'm gonna order this book at some point. I'm gonna order this book at some point. I'm gonna show you that women make stuff that only improves the life of all the men around them. There you go. Did you see the ABO body care line? What? You've successfully one-guyed me. You have successfully one-guyed me. Oh my god. Okay, it's not really related to this, right? It's not related to this, right? It's not related to this, right? It's not really, right? No. No! No! What is this? Sorry, this is just so interesting. Okay. I'm sorry you had to learn about it this way. Grimbo, you lost me. There's a body care line if you identify as a Alpha, Beta, or Omega, apparently. And you can get skincare products depending on that. I give up. I'm just going to enjoy the ride. It's the concept of, the Alpha, Beta, Omega universe is a fanfiction universe that ladies created to do weird stuff. I thought I was going to be playing World of Horror immediately. This is bad. It's an indie brand or a big company. I'm not sure. I assume it's not the biggest company in the world. I assume they're not like CoverGirl can now give you the most amazing Omega shine that you've ever experienced. Like, I don't think they're doing that. I don't think they're doing that. So it's hard female fanfics, essentially, but it's an entire universe that's even spread back to, like, guys being into it. Did they ever do the 40K Omegaverse? I feel like it would be the ultimate fusion of dumb teenage boy fantasies and dumb teenage girl fantasies. That would be really cool to see. They should now, they should. Well, it's only getting more popular, I guess. What's really interesting is this, it started as like a Western concept. It was from Star Trek. I think Calista taught me about this. It was from Star Trek. Sorry, Calista. It was from Star Trek, though. So, it started with Star Trek, like Kirk and Spock are like the original, the ground zeros of like guys that ladies wanted to see kiss, I guess, from like the yesteryear. And then it slowly moved on till it eventually, like 20, 30 years later, I'm not sure when Star Trek was made, like it's in Japan now. And they're making manga that's getting translated back to America. And TV, yes, yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm gonna look up other Omegaverse titles, because this is crazy. This is nuts. The concept of this is just... I cannot believe there's Alpha and Omega skincare. Okay, sorry. I just can't believe it. Also, thank you so much for the 30 bits. Can I point you at something worse than the Omegaverse, kinda? The Band of Brothers fandom has a large female majority, apparently, and they like to ship the soldiers with each other. Even though they're based on real soldiers who are most certainly not gay. Thank you so much for the 30 bits. This is not new. Or even... And thank you so much, UNSC. This is not new or even, a lady thing. Let me introduce you to the horses owned by the Yakuza. Alright, one second. Alright, one second. Yep, alright, so these horses are, there's a series about the horses, owned by primarily the Yakuza. This is also very interesting because these guys have a very... I'm about to show you something. So the Band of Brothers thing is not as bad as you think it is compared to what's going on other places. Yeah, it's a yaoi stream, I guess. Not kind of 50-50. I guess just weird human thing going on. Hi, Kagoji. Thank you for being here for 13 months. I haven't been here in 2 weeks. You look great. Congratulations. Thank you. Stuff's about to get weird. So, it's not gonna scar you. But these are anime girls based off of real horses. Uma Musume. Now, this is actually a very cute show. It's a very cute show. You guys would like it quite a bit. Yeah, the horse girls are very cute. It's very true. The thing is... The thing is... These horse girls are primarily... The horses are primarily owned... in real life, the ones they're based off of... by the Yakuza. So even though the horse girls are very cute, and in any other situation people would make tons of terrifying pornography of them, it's actually not that much, because the Yakuza would get really angry. This is the most interesting concept in the world. But, like, it's so weird. It's kinda cool. Yeah, it's kinda cool. I'd watch the Horse Girl Yakuza anime. This is it. Like, these horses are primarily owned by the Yakuza, so when they made them into an anime, they made them very cute girls, but they can't sexualize them. How do you know the pornography is terrifying? I'm on the internet. You cannot avoid terrifying pornography. It's going to be there at some point. I'm sorry. In fact, children shouldn't really be on here, actually, like, at all. So here's the thing. If you're a person that's really attracted to one of these little horse ladies, and you're like, oh my god, this is my wife, this, I don't know, the one with the orange hair over here, oh, the one with the, like, little flowers and, like, hat is cute, but this little orange-haired one over here, like, if you're in love with her, and you go like, oh my god, here's this horse based off of, oh my god, this is so cool, it's very likely that that horse is based off of, like, a horse that the Yakuza own, and they will not allow you to, in any way, shape, or form, sexualize them, which is really funny. So there you go. People, like, take different animals, people, whatever. Like, I think the Shinsengumi is another one where people, like, ship them a lot, and, like, it even turned into, like, an otome game. Like, they don't look anything like those dudes, but they made them into, like, beautiful, handsome, like, amazing fellas, and then, like, they marketed it, the Shinsengumi. Also, the Yakuza horses. Yep. You're saying I need to join the Yakuza. No, you can't sexualize the horses if you join the Yakuza. So, that's pretty much it. I wonder if there's an anonymous not safe for work artist on Twitter or wherever people follow Japanese artists. They probably don't do that. The biggest thing is, like, how do I put this? Japanese artists are very, like, respectful of, like, the stuff based on, like, real people or animals or something, which is something else I've noticed. Like, they are very respectful. They still try to maybe produce some of that content and, like, share it with other people, but they try to, like, get really intense about not letting it leak over to the people that would, like, they will get real intense. Like, this can never be seen by the people that are, like, you know, involved in this stuff. So, professionals have standards. They are very, very, very intense about it. Like, they're very intense about it. Like, it's not really, like, oh, I'm just gonna draw this. Oh my god, if they see it, it's fine. Like, whatever. Like, there's a ton of that stuff. They are very intense about it. Like, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out. I have some friends that are, I have some friends that talk about, like, trying to find art of certain stuff, and it sounds like they're negotiating, like, a spy meeting. Like, they have to track down Twitters, and then they have to, like, find out secret codes, and then they have to, like, DM it to the person during certain times, and then, like, occasionally the person will just delete everything, and then they have to go refine them using a series of clues to... It's absurd! It's absurd how insane it gets in terms of, like, people trying to protect the real people from seeing, like, stuff of their characters or stuff of their, like, I guess, horses in this case. Japanese fandom is so normal, honestly. I get embarrassed by Western fandoms in comparison, like, every 2 hours. Yeah, that's true. Very different types of fandoms. Very different types. Interesting topic to join in on? It's weird, huh? They are most certainly not. Oh, there's always exceptions. Azure Lane provides otherwise. Too much? Yes. Those are ships, though. Yeah. Those are ships, though. I don't think they really think of those... Like, I guess, like, with war stuff... Stuff gets a little weird there for some reason. Thank you so much for the 10 bits. We should move on. Have you heard of the animated Titanic movie? I have not. What is that? Youth is simply let the Yakuza make whatever anime they want. I don't think that's a good idea. You know what? I don't know. Ship girls, I like me ship girls. They're very cute. Like, I like when they personify, like, things, but I can also understand why if someone died on them, they wouldn't be, like, cool with that. It's interesting. Me drawing the horse girls thinking I will meet Kiryu Kazuma, but instead a real Yakuza destroys me. They're just gonna go over there and cut one of your legs off or something. Sorry, fella. Western fans have nothing on idol culture in Japan. It depends. It depends. Like, I think there's different things about different fandoms and stuff. It's interesting, though. Like, they evolve in different ways. I don't want to, like, criticize any of them just because they're different and stuff. I think Twitch also has a very different feeling than, like, YouTube streams, if that makes sense. Like, it's a little bit, like, more isolated over there, it seems like. Have you seen the Supernatural anime series? Yes, the Supernatural anime series is really funny to me because they kept one of the original actors to do the voiceover for that show, and they hired a voice actor for the other one. The voice actor sounds a little bit like the main character that they didn't get in there for the recordings. And the guy they took from the show to record for it just decided he did not care about matching, like, the voice flaps, like, for the mouths and stuff. They were just like, no, you can just talk whenever you want to. Like, it was just not an attempt. It was really funny. Have you seen the Metal Gear Solid 3 beer commercial edit? Wait, no, what? I saw the Dorito one. Well, that's a 5, though. Girls Fortnite turns guns into animes, girls. That would be cool, though. Like, okay. I like when that happens. I like when we have, like, personifications of little things like that. Yakuza side quest where Kiryu has to find the artist making art of his waifu, of his horse. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Did Dean act his part? I think it was Sam, actually. Like, that... I don't remember, actually. It's been a long time. I'm pretty sure it was Sam, though. I'm not 100% sure. Most of the fan service skins get rid of the ship parts. Like, the coolest... Which is, like, the coolest part of the design. Like... Japan makes, like, really weird personifications for things you would not expect. Like, I think they made personifications for, like, different spice levels of, like, curry from, like, a certain brand. Like, they were all, like, handsome men for a while. Like, they just go for it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. It was Dean, the actor for the last 2 episodes. Oh, okay, that's fair, that's fair. The coolest part is the personality of... The coolest part is the personality of the ship. Unironically, I think so, though. I think it's really neat to see how, like, they assign personality traits to different, like, weapons and ships, but also I can understand why people would be super pissed if, like, those were used for murdering people in war times. Someday I'm simply going to take a Beyblade. Exactly it is already, except I'm gonna have animators turn it the tops into hot anime girls. That would be cute. That would be... Wait, that's kind of like the show where they, like, just slam each other with their butts. What's that called? Kaijo? Is that it? Like, there's an anime where, like, ladies, like, go and, like, they just smack each other with their butts. Yeah, a lot of you guys knew that name immediately. Oh. Kaiji! Kaiji's next arc. Kaiji's next arc is gonna be very different. Loris Rex, thank you so much for being here for 2 months. Oh, happy 2 months, Mama Yoda.
Thank you so much. Tell my little girl I hope she's doing well.
So. Weird self-report, everyone? Yep. Take down those names. We found every behind fellow in the chat. I kind of want to see Kaiji bet on that. I would love to see that. Amazing. Okamoto's a genius. He could make it really cool. He could make it really cool. They're a male form of Keijo called... Yep. You're not wrong. There is a show, or not a show, but like a manga called... I'm trying to figure out a way to make it less impactful, as you say it. Genital Fight Island. Sounds worse in some ways. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, Scarlet Zeth. We're so bad. Thank you for being here for 2 months. I appreciate that. It's called... I can show it to you, I think. I don't think it's against the TOS because it's not really sexual. It's just really weird. I don't know. Kinda... Okay, I think it's okay. Oh, I've been... okay. I think this is non-sexual. I can't imagine anyone would find this sexual. So maybe this will be the stream where I take a 2-week vacation. But I'm pretty sure this is non-sexual. I don't think anyone's gonna be excited about this kind of thing. I could be wrong though. Maybe this does not look sexual though. I could be wrong. I'm I'm guessing we should be letting these through, boss. Yeah, if anyone says genitals, go for it. Thank you so much, Drew, for being here for 2 months. I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off. So this is Genital Fight Island. I don't think this is sexual. I don't think this is sexual at all. I don't think this is sexual even a little bit, so, that is disturbing, I'm sorry. That's fair to feel that way. I don't think this is sexual. What is sexual about this? No one's attracted to this. I've read this one. Was it good, Callist? Grimmi vacation stream. This is non-sexual. This is just like a very, very expressive cod piece. Like they're going to war. They're going to war, essentially, is what I assume. They're going to war. We should pay our respects to the genital fighters. Local streamer announces surprise. I don't think it's against the TOS. It's non-sexual. These are just expressive cod pieces that they're going to use for war. Non-sexual, my sister and... What is sexual about it? They have knives attached to them! No one's gonna be attracted to that! No one's gonna be attracted to, like, the weird, like, knife jousters that... I don't know. It's scary. It's like saying bikini armor isn't sexual. If they had little knives at the end of, like, all of their bikini armor, it would not be sexual. That'd be creepy. At least 3 people are very excited by that image. Please go to a doctor. Please go to a therapist. Please go to a doctor. Please go to a psychologist. Please go to a psychologist. Please. Please. I'm begging you, please. Why are you guys all saluting? Okay, I shouldn't have put that on stream. You know what? Next Grimmi outfit never! Horror streamer, no one's attracted to I don't know, like, the thing is, that's scary. This image is Metal Gear to me. How dare you? That is not Metal Gear. That is not Metal Gear. Metal Gear is very different. Know what to do? You have my support either. What? I'm not attracted to this. It's okay. It's more of a Gaspar outfit. Gaspar would never, ever. I'll miss Grimmi. It's like I can still hear it. It's non-sexual. It's non-sexual. How is that? Okay, look, we're gonna move on. It's a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. You're right, it's a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. So many of you guys are on that same immediate thought. Quick, play some video games? I don't know how to do that anymore. I wanted to play World of War, but I think we're just gonna sit here until I get banned for some reason. I don't know. So do they like I don't know if I can approve this comment, Reflex, but that's a very valid question to ask. I just don't know if it's one we should ask here, or anyone. Not that it's wrong that you said that. It's a very valid question considering what you just saw on screen. BT, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Regania. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. What are you guys doing today? How have you been? What's going on in your life, every individual person here? It ain't about how sexual you think it is, it's about how bad Twitch thinks it is. It's non-sexual, though. If I go on break, I'm sorry. I'm actually gonna be taking Thursday and Friday off anyways. I'll be back on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, Jay Bravo, you don't want to ask about that, fella. You don't want to ask about that. I'm considering which crockpot to buy. Oh, that's wonderful, actually. I don't know. That's fair, Skyrim Puff. That's fair. That's, what's going on? Talking about crockpots. Crockpots are very important objects. They will help you. Oh, you had a med procedure. I'm happy it took your mind off of it. Maybe you can go and pick up a nice copy of Genital Fight Island. I'm not going to say the title of it. I'm good. I get to see. That's nice of you. Also, of course, I have several other good things in life going. That's wonderful to hear. I'm happy that I can help you too. Hi, Clipbob. What's up? Yo! Do you have your passport, Raid? Oh, I have my passport. Why? I'm not giving it to you. Thank you so much, Curse Kane, for subscribing with your Prime. We are talking about the best type of crockpot to buy. No one else talk about anything we were talking about. We are talking about the best type of crockpot to buy. How was your stream? New model looking good? Thank you very, very much. That's very nice. I'm happy that you like, happy that you like it. Thank you. You should unplug your... Yes, you should always unplug your crockpot. I cannot approve that comment. Asome guy, I cannot approve that comment. Thank you very much for making it, though. That's fair. Everyone, please go take a moment to go follow Cliffoth. I think you play some spooky games. You're a friend of Hazmat's, too. I know that. Rating and running for now, though. Please have a wonderful day. Have fun here dealing hot sauce. I completely forget about it very often. If you guys would like to try the hot sauce, you can. I forgot what it was. I don't know anything going on. You were playing Half-Life. That game's good. I should replay Half-Life at some point. Oh my god, do I have Half-Life? Maybe I could play a little bit of Half-Life today. Oh yeah. I'll take some pity on you, Grimmi, and give you an easy subject change. The movie Glory has apparently won the YouTube algorithm and is the new movie all over YouTube Shorts. What's Glory? Wait, are they just like promoting shorts about specific movies now? Seems kind of messed up. So the new YouTube like meta is okay. Clist, can you ask my editor to do something? Oh my god, I love the movie Glory. It was so cool. Oh my god, it was so amazing, right? My favorite part was that part where the man that he loved died. Thank you for coming by. I'm Grimmi. Can you make that into a short, please, and post it on YouTube to see what it does? I don't know anything about this movie. I just want to see if it actually gets pushed to the top. I want to see if that works. I think that would be really funny. I don't know if Callista's still here. What time is it? 1:58. Okay, 1:58. 1 second. I gotta do something. I want to see if this works. This is really funny. I don't know. 1 second. Okay. At 1:58 of today's stream, I made a short, specific moment. Could you please upload it to YouTube with the appropriate tags? Okay. Okay. 1 second. I want to see if it gets pushed to the top. Thank you. Sorry. I am gonna go back to streaming. Sorry. Okay, cool. Okay, there we go. I want to see if that works. It's gonna need a clip from the movie added onto... Oh, okay, thank you. It also needs a short clip from the movie added into it for some reason. Okay, cool. I want to see if this works. That would be really, really messed up. Why not? Glory is a Civil War movie. That's a true story about Colonel Robert Gode Shaw, who led the first all-black Union regiment. He was a hero. Thank you for the 100 bits. I probably shouldn't have said what I said then. Like, in terms of just, like, randomly making up stuff about him. It's very nice of you to tell me, though. They all died? It's fine? That's horrible! Wait, that makes it so much worse. May I ask if your current model's more of a representation of you than your previous models? I guess so. Like, I feel more comfortable as this one. I guess. Like, I feel a little bit more relaxed, I guess, is the thing. I think it's more similar to how... I'm not sure. Clipped it, boss? Oh, thank you. Great. Okay. We're gonna get in on this. By the end of the stream, we'll know if this is true. We'll know if it can get pushed to the top of the algorithm. I have gently shake the editor. Thank you so much, Calista. I appreciate that. This is gonna go really well. I will wait until it's posted and see if it rises to the top of everything, and if it does... That's unfortunate, because I made up a bunch of stuff about that movie right now. But it'll be really interesting to see. Can someone give me a TLDR why the title is Sorry? No? Not really? Not a good idea. Don't report me. So anyways, I'm very happy to be here today. New model is very nicely done. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I like it. I like it. Yo. No. So cool. So cool. Yes, we decided not to play World of Horror. We decided to just relax and talk today. World of Horror is a really good video game, though I probably should play it, honestly. Helldivers was fun last night, too. I had played Helldivers with Ecto and... who was it? I think it was Ecto, Yozo, and it was Cece. Helzo. Ecto, Yozo, and Cece. It was very nice. Very chaotic group. Still requesting Grimmi acrylic stand of the new model, please. Oh, I should do that, shouldn't I? Okay, those aren't too hard to make. I think. I have the art for it, because it's me. It's my model. Yeah. I should probably make that in a button. Like one of those little buttons that you can, like, get of, like, all the different guys. I like those buttons so I can put them on stuff. What else is there? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I know the plushie stuff is something you really want. Anyways, Shaw was the white officer who was buried in a mass grave by the traitor Confederates alongside his black... That's horrible! They meant it as an insult, but his father later stated that he would be proud to be buried with his men. Yeah. What a bodyguard he has. That's nice. Thank you for the 100 bits. This is horrible, though. I guess we know what happens in the movie. Wait, a man he loved probably did die. Like, they weren't in, like, a romantic relationship, but I imagine, like, in this story, like, that really did happen. Now I'm spoiling the movie in that clip. Oh, well, we'll see what happens.
Make me feel something, Grimmi.
Play all of Metal Gear Solid. Starting with 1. The original. Don't do Twin Snakes. Don't do Twin Snakes. 1, then 2. You're gonna have a hard time getting through 2 because it gets a little weird. You have to replay it like 12 times to understand it. Then 3. Then a little bit of 3. You need a little bit of 3 in your life. 3 is when you're gonna get real into it for most people. Then, you need a little bit of 4. Now for 4, you're gonna have to track down an original PlayStation 3. Hi, Hexa! Yo, what's up? How you doing? Guys, go check out Hexa. She has a very cute design. You're gonna have to play 3. Then you're gonna have to play 4. 4, you really do need to track down a PlayStation 4. I think Barry actually had to go and find a PlayStation 3. It's hard to emulate that game. I'm not sure how they're gonna get it onto the Switch and, like, Steam, but they're probably struggling right now. It's really hard to get stuff off the PlayStation 3. You're an angel, the new model's beautiful. Oh, thank you. That's very nice, EX. I hope you're having a good day. I need to buy 2 different consoles to keep up for those games. Oh. Not 2. Not 2. Why would you think 2? Alright, then you're gonna have to go to, after you get through Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, you're gonna have to play Portable Ops. Do not buy Portable Ops Plus. That is a extension of Portable Ops. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for gifting Hexa a sub. That's so nice of you. Thank you. I hope you're having a really good day. So, you're gonna have to find a PlayStation Portable. You're gonna have to find a PlayStation Portable. A Vita. A PlayStation Portable Vita. Or alternatively, a PlayStation TV. They are both expensive. Yep. You're gonna have to find one of them. Portable Ops came out before Metal Gear Solid 4. Oh, okay, then play that one first. Yeah, play that one first. Yeah, play that one first. Yeah. Play that one first. So you need a PlayStation TV, which are very expensive because people found out they could emulate anything on it, so it could have like hundreds of games in it from that time for free. Well, not free, but anyway, they don't want you to know about this. Sony doesn't want you to know about this. It's very top secret. Anyways, you need that or a Vita or a PSP. Then you need to find that game. Then you need to play it from there. Then, after that, I think it's Peace Walker. I think it's Peace Walker. PSTV would last longer. My PSP's battery exploded inside the handheld. Oh god. Okay, that's not good. So then you need Peace Walker. You can get that off of, I think, the HD collection. I don't think it's on Steam yet. So you can get that off the HD collection. I think the HD collection's on PlayStation 3? PlayStation 4? Aw. Some of these streamers are racist. How are you, though? I hope I'm not well, I hope I'm not racist, but everyone's probably a little racist. It's kind of messed up. Will we ever evolve as a society? I don't know. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't think about it that intensely. You one-manned me, so anyway. Anyways, after that, don't play Metal Gear Acid, don't play Metal Gear Acid. Metal Gear Acid is a game you play after when you're struggling to find anything else to play. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. So then you play Metal Gear Acid 1 and 2. You don't tell anyone what you see there because everyone's going to be really surprised when they play it, no matter what. No one's going to know. No one's going to understand it. And then from there, then you get into a little bit of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. Ground Zeroes. You want to play Ground Zeroes first. You don't want to go directly to Phantom Pain, otherwise you're going to have no context for anything happening. You want to play a little bit of Ground Zeroes, you want to do all of the missions, including the one about Kojima that was really... I forgot I had this picture of, like, Genital Fighting Island, and the horses. There we go. So you want to go to that after. You have to play Ground Zeroes. Then, once you complete Ground Zeroes, you can go to the Phantom Pain. And the Phantom Pain is the final one. I was really confused, but it was really fun. The gameplay in Phantom Pain is amazing. It's one of the best games in terms ever, like in terms of gameplay. It's really, really solid. Really, really. Oh, it feels amazing to play it. That sounds so bad out of context. Ground Zeroes, then Phantom Pain? What? Why? Final one? Aren't you forgetting Survive? Oh. I heard that Survive's not terrible. I heard that Survive's not terrible. I heard that Survive's not terrible is the thing. Well, here's the thing. It is okay, but Kojima actually talked about some of, like, the story elements that he wanted to do in a game that appear in that game. So I kind of want to play it. I kind of want to play that one. I've been looking for a group that wants to play Metal Gear Survive, though. Like, how am I supposed to find people that are going to consistently want to play a game that's not really made correctly?
Thank you so much for telling me to talk like this, good old Rub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Metal Gear Solid 5 had the best gameplay. Oh my god, I know, right? Hope 3 Remake plays similarly. Unfortunately, it will not. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Glitchlich. So, Metal Gear Solid 5 was developed. It was developed with a, it was developed with the Fox engine. Now, the Fox engine was very hard to develop with, what's it called? Not system, not program. What's it called? Engine. The engine, the Fox engine. So the Fox engine, thank you so much. It is dead. Yes, it actually never reached completion in terms of what it was going to be like if they could market it. Kojima's vision was originally, I'm going to make this new engine, I'm going to make Metal Gear Solid 5 with it, and then I'm going to sell it to other creators and other studios and other companies once I'm done perfecting it and making this game. And then that'll be its trailer. People will be able to buy it far and wide. It's going to be an amazing engine. It can do fabric. It's very well optimized. It's very beautiful. Then Konami and Kojima had some disagreements. We don't know what happened. We probably never will. We don't know what happened. But it's gone. I just noticed your accent. I like it. That's where Kamiyu. So, it's gone. It's never going to be used again, probably, unless it's for very small projects where they're using it for cutscenes and stuff. What they're doing currently is I believe they're going to be using the Unreal Engine for Metal Gear Delta. Let me see. Metal Gear Delta is going to be made in a different engine, though. Metal Gear Delta engine. They're not going to be using the Fox engine, though. It's Unreal Engine 5, so that's a bit of a disappointment for me, but I'm still going to play it. I'm still going to try to enjoy it the most I can. Sure, it's going to be very nice still. But that's the thing. Not going to be the Fox engine anymore, so it's very unlikely it's going to play like Metal Gear Solid 5. Very likely going to play like Metal Gear Solid 3. And that's fine. That's okay. We live with what we got. So, thank you so much, Misao. Oh, I do have a little bit of that, actually. Not too much, though. Not too much. I feel like this is just a...
You wanna know what happened? I saw a really cool modeler. I did want my character to look like this, but like I saw a modeler. I'm gonna put their, oh, I think it's in my about because it's the person that drew me, but like I found a modeler and they drew really cool ladies. So when I contacted them about making my model, I asked if they could do something similar to like what I had before. Like not too much like going on here. But the thing is, I probably didn't set a great precedent for that because I also I immediately said you draw ladies very sexy. Like, you draw ladies very sexy. Like, good for you. Like, I said something to that effect, and I'm not sure how it got translated, but I don't think it, like... I said so. I was just praising them generally and going, like, you draw ladies really sexy. Like, good for you. Like, you draw their thighs really well. So I think they interpreted that as, like, this should be a little sexy. I have no, like, boob jiggle, like, at all. But, yeah, so... yeah. But you know what? It's fine. I like it quite a bit. It's fine. It's fine. But, people don't really understand, I think, if you just, tell them that. You have eye jiggle, I do. I've had eye jiggle since I was, just starting, though. Like, 2 years ago I had eye jiggle. This is the person that, made the model. They do draw very sexy ladies. I think I probably should have clarified. I was just like, can you do something similar to this? But you can change anything you want. And they came up with this, and I'm very happy with it. But they did, increase things quite a bit. But I think it's nice. It's fine. It's tastefully attractive, yes. They draw a bunch of tastefully attractive ladies. Very, very cool. Very cool body types. There you go. There you go. Yes, I have a lovely brassiere that makes it so I cannot in any way, shape, or form move. Like, you know, very nice, very nice. There you go. It's perfect, thank you. I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy. Yes, it has Skelter jiggle. Actually, it has a lot. Do you want to see? Skelter can really jiggle. Yo! Yo! Yeah, look at him go. Hey, Rizul, what's up? How's the Mahjong going? How's Bean? Sorry, that's all I think about when I think of you. I'm a little dizzy. I was rocking back and forth to do that. Woo! 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 Still no evidence of legs, though? I have legs. Here you go. Yeah. You can see them now. See? There you go. Backing up a little bit, you can see. I have legs. Mahjong is a pain, but we live in through it. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I hope that you can accomplish all of your Mahjong dreams eventually. There you go. There you go. That skirt? That's a skirt, not legs? I guess, You can see... here. There you go. Don't take the bait, Grimmi? It's very hard to see my legs. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna be too excited by, like, the half-inch of shin there. Or, like, lower shin. Ankles, you husty? You can't actually see my ankles. I'm wearing boots. I'm not a ghost. I got older. Like, you can tell I'm not a ghost. I'm not a ghost at all. Scandalous? Not scandalous. No, thank you, Beeg, for the 100 bits. Sorry to go back to this topic, but, did you buy all of those consoles portables just to play Metal Gear? They're not very expensive now, is the thing. They're not very expensive. Like, people don't really... At least they weren't when I got them, but, like, people didn't really want PlayStation 3s for that long. Like, they weren't as expensive. Although, they probably are now. Now that, like, once things start to decay and not have as many of them, like, I assume they get more expensive. Alright. No more. We're coming all the way back up here. Yeah. None of that. You're not gonna see anything. There we go. There we go. Like your outfit? Thank you. That's very nice of you. That's scandalous by Victorian terms. I am not from the Victorian era. Giant woman, just close to the, close to the screen. Close to the camera. The skirt does have a nice flow to it. Looks soft. Thank you. I like the, like the jacket. I like the jacket. I dig the jacket. Thank you. I got it from the internet. It's not a jacket. It's a cape. You need to read the listings very well and make sure that they have armholes. It feels really cool, but it's not a jacket. It's not a jacket, man. I'm sorry. Internet jacket goes hard. Thank you. It's not a jacket. Whoa, I'm almost 9 feet tall today. Okay, cool. The top half of the outfit reminds me of Makima from Chainsaw Man. Oh no. Or if you haven't read that, neutral, 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 neutral. Everyone knows at this point. Not neutral, not neutral, not neutral. Cape works better with the rest of the fit anyway. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Going on a lot of cool adventures as a paranormal investigator. I guess one, actually. Didn't go so well, too. It was the other day, you saw it. Found that weird mannequin that kept trying to kill people. If you didn't look at it. It was kind of neat, though. We're gonna go on more adventures like that. Also, yeah, I am doing an early stream. I don't know. I just kind of thought, like, it's nice and, like, rainy outside. It's relaxing. I could do a stream at, like, 1:30 instead of, like, 7 p.m. And, like, I could sleep at, like, a normal time, I guess. I probably won't, though. I'll probably stay up until 4 a.m. playing, like, Final Fantasy is the thing, so... I'm not gonna, like, do anything good for, like, my body or soul anyway. I'm sorry. I don't actually know the Makima spoiler. Okay, good. Good stuff. You don't have to. I hope that you enjoy Chainsaw Man. Keep a-watching. Keep a-watching, keep a-reading. I'm grateful for Grimmi streams not starting at 3 a.m. my time. I am so sorry. Where do you live where that happened? Well, wait, I shouldn't ask that, actually. Don't dox yourself. Don't dox yourself. Should we just put Voices of the Void on a chat too? We could put Power Simulator on... Not Power Simulator, what's it called? Power Washer? Power Washer Simulator. Power Washer Simulator, is that it? We just clean a garden. I feel like it calms my brain down enough that I can actually think. How's your Final Fantasy grind going? I haven't gotten that much time to play it, but I'll just say I got through, like, the little cave system area. It was really cool. One of my favorite characters was heavily featured there. I was very happy. Oh, can't wait to get my hot sauce. Thank you, Colt. Thank you so much for ordering it. I hope you enjoy it. I have 3 right now. We're gonna come out with new flavors. We sold a lot of it, so that's really cool. And more people are gonna be partnered with it soon, so that's gonna be crazy. But all the new flavors coming out are pretty good, so... One day we'll have a hoarder cleaner simulator and pick up virtual cat poop. No! No! Cat should be happy. No! You should have a game where you go and rehome cats to, like, nice people that have, like, a lot of, like, disposable income that'll get them nice little treats and little outfits. I love Chainsaw Man. Really excited to see where the next chapter goes. Ooh, nice. I got the Grimmi one? Oh, that one's my favorite. Well, obviously, but, like, that one's my favorite. It's very good. It's very good. Unfortunately, it doesn't get you pregnant. The hot sauce? Learning about Mpreg did something to you, didn't it? Like, you changed, huh? Like, you changed as a person. You decided you wanted a little bit more out of life. Very different stuff. Have you played the cat boba game? Oh, I should. I've heard about it, I think. It's the one I'm thinking about. Are you sad about the kittens on Friday, Grimmi? I am. They're very cute, but also they're hellish little beasts and, like, the other cats hate them, so... It's time for them to go. It's time for them to go. I'm taking Thursday off so I can 100% sure that I have enough energy to make sure the cats get delivered. For sure, the cats will get delivered. The cats I babysit are like that. The owner gave them the master bedroom and leaves the Discovery Channel on for them. That's nice. Oh. That's so nice. Oh my goodness. Do they like the Discovery Channel? That's so cute. Oh my god. The other cats hate the kittens, yes. Pumpkin Pie, my big fluffy cat, she hates them. She hates them so much. She looks at them with complete disdain. Sometimes she'll, like, smell them as they're asleep, and then she'll, like, look pissed off. She'll, like, walk away just going like, I want them to die. Like, you can see it in her little tiny eyes. It's very cute. Some people just wake up and choose Mpreg. I'm still just the same moron we all know and love. You can like Mpreg, it's okay. I don't mean to... oh yeah, okay, wait, no, the other roommate... Okay, my roommate's cat, her cat? They fight over food now is the thing. So now since they're getting bigger, he hates them because he's just like, you're not children, give me my food. It's not as cute. Okay. So... I'm not gonna kink shame you if you like Mpreg. You're allowed to like Mpreg. In fact, I am going to give you a recommendation. This recommendation is for the Five Nights at Freddy's book series. There is a story where a character named, I think Alex or Alec, encounters a very interesting version of Springtrap. And that's all I'll say. If you are a fan of the Mpreg genre, I'm leaving again, that's fair. Sorry, Catherine. If you are a fan of the Mpreg, yep, know why? There really is. There really is. Is it in the flesh? It might be in the flesh. Let me see. I know Cece sent this to me at one point. Cece Hime sent this to me at one point, and I do not remember. Okay, yes, it is. It is in the flesh. It's in book 5. She sent me this book at one point, and I don't know if I have it anymore. I think I bought it off Amazon at one point. Like, the Kindle version. I wanted to buy all those Five Nights at Freddy's books and, like, keep them in my house, but that seems like a bad idea for a full-grown adult, so I don't know. First time seeing the new model, it looks really good. Thank you, I really appreciate that. I'm not kink-shaming, I'm just... Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. Everyone can kink-shame people a little, I think. Pregnant Adam Sandler, I'm really sorry. You gotta get timed out for a few minutes for that. You know why. You pushed it. You pushed it. That's okay. Alright, here we go. You know why. Alright, there you go. Okay. You did that on purpose, I think. Okay, you wanted a little break, I think. I like how they tried to soften the blow by making the main character a jerk. Yeah, the main character was really rude in the story. He died as he lived. He did. He'll be back at some point if he would like to. I understand if he's upset by this decision to not allow any sort of that discussion of that specific person in relation to that specific topic. That's fair. It's fair if just don't. No. You know why. He died as he lived, pregnant. Oh wait, he was pregnant. Maybe I shouldn't have timed him out for that long. I forgot about that. It's like a joyful thing with someone like that. Here, you got 6 minutes instead of okay. Here. Sorry, fella. Oh, thank you for buying the hot sauce. I hope you enjoy it. I hope that you enjoy that. Thank you so much. It's Carolina Reaper flavored. So as you eat it, what is Fujo? You gotta know what Fujoshis are, Skyrim Puff. You gotta know at this point, right? Do you not? I can tell you, I guess. We've already gone through all the Mpreg stuff. Like, Fujoshis are ladies that get really into the concept of fellas macking on each other. And I actually think it's for different reasons than people expect. Like, I think it's because, like, at least from what I've seen in all of, like, the, like, stuff Fujoshis consume, it's more about looking at, like, an equal relationship and, like, being like, this is really cool. Silent Hill music is very fitting for this. Silent Hill music is cool.
Thank you so much, the Housemaster. Appreciate that. So, it's kind of like this. Grimmi will become an anti-Fujo when the silly zone gets removed from her head. I don't think I'm not sure. I'm not really a Fujoshi is the thing. Like, I think it's nice when people find each other and they're in love. That's beautiful. But not really too connected or attached to, like, male-male relationships or female-female relationships or male-female relationships in general. I'm just very happy for anyone. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. So, here's the thing. I think with why people are Fujoshis, most people just go like, well, they want to sexualize man, they want to, like, do all this stuff. I think they're interested in an equal relationship because they see a lot of media where ladies are kind of not as fun or interesting. And so when they see two fellas have a very interesting dynamic in media, in real life, like, people are a little bit more varied and all that. In real life, they're a little bit more varied, but if you just consume media, you get an interesting perspective on it. You get an interesting perspective on it. You see those male-male relationships as more nuanced because they're not just about romance and stuff. They're about, like, fighting demons. They're about, like, being real close to each other in terms of just, I guess, their societal stuff. Like, it's something that they see in that regard. equal. It's not an aggressive or assertive man on a submissive man. It is sometimes, but that's what I think it's about mostly. You talk a lot about food just for someone who isn't in one. Yeah, that there must be real. It's really interesting to see how people evolve on the internet. Also, thank you, Meow Stachio. Yes, this is a new model. Yeah. Why are apologizing your title? I'm just going ham. I'm just going ham. I'm fine with people liking men. I'm too. Like, the thing is, means I'm doing something right. I'm fine with people liking men, women, whatever they want to be into. I hope that they can be happy. I hope that they can be happy is the thing. G-Man stands for, oh my goodness, Gator. Okay, there we go. But let's see. Was I once a Fujoshi? Not really. I'm friends with Fujoshi, though. The thing is, I like a male-male ship, like, very, very rarely. The thing is, it has to go kind of hand-in-hand with, like, a bunch of other stuff I like about media, so I don't like romance stories too often. But if there is a crazy person trapped in some sort of eternal hell, obsessed with another character, that's what I think is real fun. I think that's really fun. What about Snake and Ocelot? It moves the plot forward. I think... I can't talk about what I ship from Metal Gear Solid without being a spoiler. Can't talk about it, really. Because Metal Gear Solid 5 has, like, a big twist in it. I can't talk about it yet. But that one I think is really good too. Kind of an eternal hell trapped and, you know, with the person that they're obsessed with, that kind of thing, but with a lot of, like, really intense stuff. Real fun, real fun. The time for the yearly Super Mansion talk. I like the couple from Super Mansion as well. I think it's Spear Hero, Shield Hero. What were we just talking about there? We're just talking about one. Not Ocelot Big Boss. The Metal Gear Solid 5 ship I like. I can't talk about what it is because it's a big spoiler. It's a big spoiler. Fridge does the art for the hot sauce. I can just DM you my favorite Metal Gear Solid ship. I tell you, but it's good though. It's good. I like that series. There's Tiki Taka and Brian Pasternak, very obsessive character with a very warped consciousness. That's really cool. Spear Hero, Shield Hero, also the concept of time travel kind of alters their brain. I think those are really interesting. Homura and Madoka, that's two ladies, but that one's also very good. So, game came out nearly 10 years ago. People are experiencing it for the first time, though. It's on Steam. Wait for the next game. Yes, from Yuppie Psycho. Tiki Taka is my favorite character in almost anything, and they made a doll of him from Makeship, and I am now harassing Makeship every day until they let me have one of them. Please reprint it. Please give me Tiki Taka. I am the worst Tiki Taka fan in the world. I'm the #1. I am really annoying. I will never let this go. You have to eventually. You have to do it eventually. Come on. I would buy it off eBay for $200. Please. Here's the thing. Tiki Taka is one of my favorites. I want that doll too. It's a very nice design, but not many people know who Tiki Taka is. I was obsessed with Tiki Taka for months. And he is a very, very niche character, but a very, very interesting one. The concept of someone's consciousness being spread across multiple perspectives and... Calm down. Calming down. Scalpers are listening? No, I think they're holding on to them. It's a cool doll. Okay. There we go. There's not two Grimmies. There's not two Grimmies. So... that's it. I'm calm. I've been honestly looking. If you want to get yourself one, if you find one, if you find yourself a Tiki Taka doll, you hold on to it. You hold on to it. They're very cool. I'm gonna find one myself by bothering people. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Ryer, thank you for being here for 17 months. There's only one Grimmy? That looks like there's only one Grimmy. My eternal nemesis. Grimy. Also, thank you, Ryer. I hope you're doing very well. Bork? I don't know what you are. Yes, we're breathing, we're calming down, we're breathing, we're calming down. We're not going to talk about the concept of eternal misery in characters and why it's so cool. What is the Tiki Taka doll? Tiki Taka was a character from Yuppie Psycho that was in the DLC of Yuppie Psycho. I really liked Yuppie Psycho. I really liked Tiki Taka. They were my favorite character. Maybe ever. Maybe Barrett's my favorite character. They're my favorite character for Final Fantasy VII, or Final Fantasy in general.
Barrett's a really cool character. I don't know if you've noticed, Barrett is like crazy, crazy, crazy determined and doesn't let anything in life stop him. Barrett is awesome. He's very relatable because he says all this like crazy stuff really intensely and feels very like, yeah, I just gave the coolest speech of all time. And then he turns around and everyone's looking at him like he's stupid and he goes, that wasn't stupid, you're stupid. And he's a good dad, yes, and he's a wonderful dad. He's a wonderful dad to his baby. I need to play more Final Fantasy Remake. I'm so excited to see the rest. And then he's also... Not many people notice this about Barrett. This is very strange to say. He has one arm. Not many people notice that he has one arm. Ironically, they don't notice, because he doesn't come across as a character that is in any way, like, disabled or has any sort of, like, handicap or, like, any sort of, like, thing. He has one arm. He has one arm. He has one arm, but what he did is he just strapped a gigantic gun to it. Yes, how do they not notice the gun arm? It's because you don't really think about him as, like, a character that, like, has any sort of, like, disability. Or, like, had any, like, he just did not care. He was like, I'm just gonna go for it. I don't care. I'll become stronger. I'll become cooler. Barrett's awesome. It's so cool you can go on the Ferris wheel with him. I am trying so hard to get him on the Ferris wheel. I'm trying so hard. Spoilers? Everyone knows that he has a gun for an arm. From the first moment you see him. I don't think that's a spoiler. It's been decades. A gun arm is like having a normal arm. He's very powerful. They don't notice the gun. I just realized the thing is, like, he doesn't have one arm. People notice the gun and they go, wow, Barrett's really strong. But he has not let having one arm, like, even affect him the tiniest bit in life. No one notices that he has one arm. Like, it's not, like, a negative thing for him at all. He's just like, okay, gun. Whatever, gun. Is a gun arm that practical? For him it is. Like, he can do whatever. There is not a nude scene for Barrett. I don't want to see that. Barrett's like a dad. Barrett's like a father figure. No. He's like the leader. No. You want to see it? Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no. A lot of you guys are real into Barrett. Well, that's nice that he has so many admirers. Okay. Thank you for... Yeah, I'm happy about the model too. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it, Mello. BT, that's not... That kind of happened in the original, not with Barrett, but like... In the original Final Fantasy VII, I'm not sure how many people are aware of this, but there was a scene where Cloud, like, has intercourse with, like, 5 dudes in a hot tub, it's implied. I'm not joking. This isn't, like, a joke. What? It's not a joke. It's not a joke. In the original Final Fantasy VII, it's heavily implied that he was having intercourse with like 5 dudes in a hot tub. Implied? I'm not gonna say it was for sure, it was slightly off screen. They made that section way better in the remake. I really, really, really like that section in the remake, honestly. It was really good. It was really good. Also, thank you so much, Extra Fuzzy, for being here for 25 months. Spirit Love, are you gonna make him and Cloud... Oh yeah, I would love to have him and Cloud, like, hang out. Like, just because, like, I love Barrett so much. I would love to get that scene over Tifa and Aerith, but it's been hard to, like, say stupid stuff in front of them and have them go, like... Cloud, you're being so annoying. Like, it's really fun. I'm getting all of their bad dialogue options in an attempt to get Barrett to hang out with me. Cloud is pretty gender fluid to me. I mean, Cloud is very, he's very effeminate looking, very femboy, I guess, but, I just googled Cloud hot tub and LOL. No, I wasn't kidding. I wasn't, like, making... I wasn't making it, like, in a... Hi, Seth. Yeah, I've been talking about stuff this whole time. I'm not gonna play World of War, I'm very sorry. It's just... I have been taking a nap this whole time. Oh, yo, D! Or no, you have been taking a nap this whole time. I've been chatting this whole time because I forgot what I wanted to talk about, but it's been happening this whole time. D, thank you so much for rating. Guys, please go check out Dice Queen D. She does a lot of really, really cool tabletop RPG stuff. She has amazingly interesting streams and stuff. What were you up to? I would not say that Cloud's an Omega and Barrett is an Alpha. I would never say that in my life. I would never say that in my life. You should maybe be executed. Thank you so much for coming by. That's a little bit too much. I'm sorry. You should not be executed. Guys, go check out Dice Queen D. She's lovely. Everyone, thank you so much for coming by. I'm Grimmi. I play horror games. Today I'm just talking because I failed to play a horror game because sometimes I'm like that. I'm very sorry. I am not your mother, Reflex. I am not. Just talking VTuber stuff and making YouTube vids. Oh, that's nice. That's awesome. Sounds like a very nice, relaxing time. Guys, please go check out Dee. She's really, really lovely. I really, really appreciate her. Wonderful person. Barrett does have some beautiful eyes. I mean, Barrett's an attractive person. But Barrett's also like a hero. Like, you don't want to see like Barrett or like Kurosawa like in that state. You want them to be happy, and you want them to have someone they care about, but you don't really want to observe them. This is why I'm not a Fujoshi. This is why I'm not a Fujoshi. Tech issues are not interested in the game. Brain broken. Want to talk about video game. Don't want to play video game. This girl is good at yapping. Very cool. Thank you. I don't shut the flip up ever. I just can't. Sorry for the highlight, but does the hot sauce... Okay, you can get it in Canada or Mexico. It's unfortunately probably going to take like a year to get it to the point where it can ship internationally. The reason for that is when you have a product and you want to ship it internationally, if it's technically almost food, you have to make sure that all of the FDAs you're shipping it to approve of it. And that takes a while. So it can ship to Canada and Mexico at this point, but it's gonna take a while to ship it other places, and the shipping's gonna be real expensive for a while. So thank you very much for the 100 bits, Mr. Frick. We appreciate Grimmy nonsense. Yeah, I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, the cod pieces were... There's context for that. But I really hope that you do appreciate the hot sauce if you can get it in your area. It's very good. We worked very hard on it. We're very happy. And the hot sauce company that's producing it might get to, like, you know, scale up and, like, be a little healthier again, because the hot sauce has been more successful because the novelty hot sauce industry wasn't really, it wasn't really booming in 2024. Not many people buy novelty hot sauce besides me. I have a novelty hot sauce right next to me. It's Area 51 hot sauce. I like it. But the thing is... I like it, but the thing is, not many people will buy these just because they have, like, weird aliens on them or something. People mostly, like, ignore them and go like, that's cool, why would I need this? Lots of people did lose their sense of taste, to be fair. Yeah, that's true. Hot sauce makes your sense of taste better, though. Wonder if you could use those proxy buy services to get it internationally, like Baidu does for Japan. Maybe. Although, I would not be able to be legally involved with them. So... I would not be able to be legally involved with any of those proxy services just because it is illegal to ship to everywhere right now. Also, thank you so much for your support, you guys. Yeah, 69%! Yo, thank you! Yo, thank you! Did I miss the World of Horror part of stream? We're just gonna start telling people that, yeah, you did. We had a very short run. Don't check the VOD. Can't wait to use the hot sauce on my street tacos. Oh, nice! I think you'll enjoy it. Ooh, I want tacos now. I want tacos now. I want tacos now. Yo, that would be amazing. I want tacos. I want tacos. I want tacos. Yo, I'm gonna get tacos after this. This is gonna be great. Or maybe I'll get... No, I won't get Taco Bell. You can't use other hot sauce on Taco Bell. You have to use Taco Bell's hot sauce on Taco Bell. There's a chemistry to it. There's an art. There's an alchemy. It would taste terrible with anything else. Tacos are the perfect breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah! Burritos are too. You could stuff them full of anything. Grimmy whipped and nay-nayed on stream. Oh, my nay-nay? Do you like it? I love it. Yay! Pretend I'm holding it closer to the screen. Yay! Look at her. Isn't she cute? I like her. I like her. I like her. She's cute. This is my Nene. No one can take her away from me. First time here, got here via D-Raid. Was not disappointed. D is wonderful. If you guys haven't followed her, please go do so. Thank you so much for coming by too, Grim Corp. I appreciate it. Too bad the dancing ghost doesn't come down to the basement. Oh yeah, I guess I should go back to that room at some point. I just kind of like this one though. It's relaxing. Is this the expiring thing? Expiring? No, nothing's the Nene will never expire. I will always have it on screen when I can. I like the Nene a lot. I like the Nene a lot. It's one of my favorite little guys in the world. Look at the Nene. She's having a good time. Looking very clean and scrinkly today, Grimmy. Oh, thank you. I'll take it. I'll take it. Seems like a good idea. Yeah, okay. I mean the hot sauce, Grimmy. Oh! Oh, do they have expiry? Okay, Some of them do. I think this one seems to expire in 2026, I think? So you're probably fine. The only thing is they are made with like fresh ingredients and fresh peppers, so they do go bad eventually. Like even though they're like in little jars and stuff, or like not jars, but like little bottles, they do eventually go bad. They don't really have that much preservative in them, but it would make them taste bad if they did. So you can't just like hold on to them for years and years and like put them in like, I don't know, storage or whatever. They have to be eaten within the next few years. But they are good. I don't know. I think that makes them taste better. But yeah. Remember to throw them in the fridge after you open them. Yes! I have not put any of these in the fridge. I have not poisoned myself yet. That I know of. I don't always feel good though, so that could be part of it. Anyways, you're planning on keeping the empty bottles? That's wonderful! Yay! I hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoy them. Regulatory stuff with the ingredients, a lot of paperwork and approval stuff. Yes, that is it. So, we talked about this a few times, but the reason that they cannot go to other parts of the world yet is because, and it'll take a long time, is because in America, we eat plastic. In America, we eat plastic. We love our plastic. God bless America. We are allowed to eat yoga mats and we enjoy it. God bless America. Bureaucracy, yeah, America. We don't let anyone control our freedom. Yeah, America. America. Our peanut butter can be 12% spiders. America. Our peanut butter can be 12% spiders. Gonna say it again. America. We got a lot of microplastics. America. Exactly. But the thing is, other countries don't like that. If you tried to ship something from America and produced in America to a different country, it can't be 12% spiders. If spiders taste like peanut butter, you wouldn't even know. It's true. It's true. You don't know how much of your peanut butter is spiders. Weaklings? Well, the thing is, take Japan. They have a very high food safety standard. So if you wanted to get this in Japan, you would have to prove that it meets that safety standard. They have a really high safety standard. Really, really, really high. So here's the first step of it. Here's the first step. They got, like, lines of, like, okay, like their egg industry. Whenever they have an egg come out, onto it, they first wash it, and then they use UV light to make sure there's no bacteria on the outside. Then they store it in the correct way. They don't pasteurize them also, from what I know. So, like, they don't pasteurize them. That's why you can have an egg in Japan and you can just crack it open and eat it. Like, it's very rare that you're going to get any sort of bacteria or problems with it because they treat them so intensely and they make sure they remove all the bacteria. I would not recommend eating raw beef sushi. They do have that there, though. They do have raw beef sushi, raw horse sushi, raw chicken sushi. I personally would not eat that. Just because, yes, there is horse sushi. Horses aren't considered, like, you know, like, pet animals there, I guess. Yes, there is raw chicken sushi. I'm not kidding. You can look it up. There is raw chicken sushi. Like, pretty much every animal that you could eat, like, is a raw sushi there. Like, your hot sauce doesn't get wasted, doesn't get washed in UV light? Yeah, it does not. But here's the thing. I had raw eggs in Japan every morning for breakfast. Also, raw horse is very regulated. That's the thing, yes. That's the thing. Their food is extremely regulated. If you tried to eat raw horse here, you would probably get a bunch of worms in your body and die. Like, there's so many pathogens and parasites and problems. You could die very easily eating that stuff in America. Like, also, our meat industry doesn't remove a lot of the feces and, like, gross, like, stuff that's, like, around the, like, animals, so it's just, like, ugh. You can get very sick eating that stuff. But in Japan, they make sure that they remove all that stuff if it's approved for human consumption. Especially if it's going to be approved for, like, sushi and, like, raw eating and stuff. So, do not eat raw pork. Do not eat raw pork. I am not kidding. I saw on a Tumblr, or is it a Tumblr? It was a Twitter. I saw on Twitter. There's this one Twitter I follow that posts all of this nightmarish stuff, and it's really cool. It'll just be like, did you know this and this and this and this can happen? And there was one thing that they posted on Twitter.
What a good commercial for hot sauce this is. Thank you.
One thing that they posted on Twitter. And it was a man's body after he ingested raw pork. And he had hundreds of worms. Hundreds of parasitic worms in his flesh. On a scan of his body. In his muscles. In his brain. In his tendons. In his organs. In his skin. Did he die? I did not look it up. Yep. I would not eat raw pork ever. I would not even eat pork. Like, if a pork thing is undercooked, you could get a parasite. That is not worth it. Pretty certain he died. I don't know if I'd want to be alive if, like, 90% of, like, the stuff inside me was eaten by worms, so, like, I don't know. It's pretty much, ugh. It's gonna be vegan. I actually eat... I eat some fish. But the thing is, like, I eat sushi. Fish sushi, so, like, I guess I could get parasites anyways, but they would not be that bad. They would not be that bad. They would not be that bad. US is gonna turn, to Nurgle? Oh no! If he didn't die, he wormed his way out of that situation for sure. Oh my goodness. She eats compost tea. Okay, no. When I was younger, I'll just say my mom had some very strange friends with some very strange practices, and not a lot of them were capable of listening to reason. So, when that's the case, occasionally they'll make some really silly situations occur, and one of the people that she believed in one area believed that you should drink compost tea, which is essentially all of the stuff the plants it breaks it down into like this brown liquid, and they believe that you should drink that. Yep, they were like, ours is so organic, it's good for you. So I drank some of it. It was disgusting, and I did not know what it was until pretty recently. A friend of mine got parasites from bad squid sushi in Japan. He hasn't touched squid since. Oh gosh. That's scary though. It does occasionally have parasites. Every time you're eating sushi, you're taking a small risk. Every time you're eating any raw meat, you're taking a small risk. Anytime you're not washing your vegetables and stuff, you're taking a small risk. Similar to raw water. It was disgusting. It was, the compost tea is real bad. Mojito mint mushroom tea, pretty good. That sounds really good, actually. Like, I love tea normally. I haven't had any since we talked about that, though. But I love tea normally. I have, like, the Gamer Subs tea they sent me, and it's pretty good. Should have some after this. I'm gonna have some. I feel like half the economy in America is fake diets and diet books. Yes. Yes, I was involved with a few of those. They were weird. They were weird. I did realize, though, that one was helping me a lot because it reduced inflammation. And with less inflammation, it was putting less pressure on, like, a part of, like, my brain that was not feeling so good, probably, since I probably had that issue since I was, like, 12. So it was making me feel better. So I thought that I had, like, this very specific issue, but once I figured that out, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. The beastification began, and now you are a monster. I am not a monster. I'm not a monster. Making beer is like making tea with a little extra. It's kind of true. I honestly would, like, not mind, like, distilling and fermenting something. That sounds kind of fun. I'm working on the hot sauce right now, though. I probably shouldn't think about that right now. Maybe the photosynthesis people were onto something. No. Time to bust it wide for the sun. No! I'm still using 2 humidifiers, yes. They do help quite a bit. Okay. If you're unfamiliar with this term, that's good. We've talked about it quite a few times. But there is a group of people called breatharianism, or breatharians. If you are a breatharian, you believe that you don't need food. Supposedly. Supposedly. Also, thank you, Cloners91. I appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing. You believe that you don't need food. Do you drink purity? I'm not sure. I drink yerba mate. I drink green tea mostly. Green tea with lemon is my favorite go-to. I should go buy some lemons today. Ooh, that's what I'm gonna do. 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 I'm gonna buy some lemons. Okay. Just have a good meal of oxygen and sunlight. That's what some people believe you need to do. I'm not gonna name this as Gaspar now. Lemons sound nice. They are. So, here's what breatharians believe. All of the people who are breatharians are now dead from starvation. No, they aren't, which is worse. In a way, I'm gonna tell you why. So, here's why breatharians are worse than people that just starve to death of their own volition. They are lying to people that believe that they can then go on themselves to be breatharians. That's what happens with the breatharian movement. They convince people that you essentially can live off of sunlight. And it is true. They even believe that you can... This is real. This is not a joke. They believe that if you go out into the sun and you have a lot of sun, you will not need to eat food. Some of them believe that if you have a lot of sun on your anus, you will absorb more vitamins and minerals from the sun. This is not a joke. Yes, one got caught at McDonald's, too. So they tell people insane stuff. LMAO, yeah, I don't, like, the thing is, the sun is good for you. We need more asylums? No. The thing is, like, these people aren't, like, necessarily crazy. They're scammers, is the thing. These are scammers, are the thing. Not all of them are crazy. Some people do need to be institutionalized. Someone in my family, like, fell for this pretty hard, and then they did need to be institutionalized because they developed a illness. And once they developed that illness, it made them very hard for them to come back down to Earth because they believed in all this stupid stuff. So, here's the thing. The people that were breatharians, they didn't die of malnutrition. So is it actually good to butt-chug sunlight? I don't think so. I think you can go outside and have a normal amount of sunlight and you'll probably feel about as good as if you were to do that. You might feel a little bit more free if you are putting your anus to the sun, maybe. Like, that might be a little bit freeing. Maybe that's why people feel good about it. I don't know, but I don't think it's a good idea. That was an amazing first message. Thank you for sharing your story with us. It's a good way to get skin cancer on your rectum, I'd say. Probably. Okay. What you're telling me is that subsisting off anus rays isn't enough nutrients to keep my mind sane and healthy. Unfortunately not. So... I didn't know that happened close to you and probably cost like... Oh, no, you're fine. Like, this has been something that, like, they're in a good place now. It's very interesting what happened with them, and it's kind of weird, but it was interesting to see them go through such a long, horrifying process and eventually come back down to Earth, so... They're in a good place right now. I hope that they can stay there for, like, a long time. But you're A-okay. You can talk about anything here besides, like, just like, I hope you die. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you, Grimmi. I'm finding you. I'm gonna kill you. Don't do that, please. So... The people that did the breatharian movement, though, they were not breatharians. What they did was they wrote books about being breatharians, and then they went to conferences. They went to conferences for vegan diets, raw vegan diets, weird niche cult diets. Not that veganism is a diet, like, there's a lot of vegans that are healthy and stuff. Like, it depends on what you eat. I don't want to make them all, like, feel uncomfortable. But, like, the raw vegan stuff is a little too much. Very hard to stay on raw vegan. Almost impossible unless you're a millionaire, pretty much. But, like, here's the thing. They would go to these conferences, and then they would go, oh my god, we just haven't eaten food in months. And you can see we're very healthy, we're very happy. Oh yes, we're very happy. Oh my goodness, we haven't eaten food in months. We're just very happy. I don't drink water either. I don't need to. I get everything from the beautiful air. The beautiful air. We need to be in a very nice, beautiful environment. You can't do this in a city. If you try it in a city, it's not gonna work. You need to be in a nice, beautiful place with lots of open air, less cars. You can't be around cars. You can't be around cars. Yes. You need to go out into the sun. You need to meditate. You need to relax. And that's where you will get your prana. That's where you'll get your prana. And if you have enough prana,
You don't need anything else. If you have enough prana, if you have enough sun on your anus, you will not need anything else. No, not at all.
And they'd say that to people that would have issues with food. So, no, I'm not kidding. They would say that to people that had issues with food. And if someone has issues with food, either they have anorexia, they have some sort of disordered eating habit where they don't feel comfortable with their body, stuff like that, they'll hear that and go, well, if I don't have to worry about food, I'd be so happy. Like, I want to lose X amount of weight. Are you telling me if I don't eat any food, I can be healthy and happy? I won't have to pay for food. I won't have to worry about food. If I pass a diner, I won't want to, like, eat 12 hamburgers if I have, like, a disordered eating habit when it comes to, like, eating unhealthy and, like, gaining weight. Or alternatively, I won't have a disordered eating habit when it comes to, like, losing weight and, like, you know, I'll be really skinny and healthy all the time just naturally and have a bunch of muscles. So that, sunworm came out of my butt. Oh, God, Envy. You need to go see a doctor. Also, thank you, Extra Fuzzy, for doing a little giveaway. The secret to fixing my irritable bowel syndrome all along, it's true. I don't think if you ate you'd have as much, but you'd have much bigger problems to worry about. But the thing is, like, if you have a problem with diet at all, or if you don't feel good when you eat food, you're gonna want to do something like that. You're gonna want to, like, have this, like, very, like, big, like, oh my god, I need to do something drastic. Okay, well, now there's all these books I can read. I can read all these books about breatharianism, because there's so many of them. I can read all these books about breatharianism. That'll be cool, that'll be perfect. And then I can start to order breatharian products, which sounds stupid, but they have, like, weird plates and stuff you can get. Like, it's absurd. And then you start to go down that rabbit hole of, like, well, I'll just eat powders now. I'll have, like, a lot of nutrients from these if I need them. And you can get into a silly situation. A very silly situation. And once that happens, you're kind of in trouble. Especially if, like, all the people you surround yourself with are weird breatharians, and they all kind of gaslight each other into going like, yeah, I ate food. But I'm really trying not to. I felt really good when I wasn't eating food. I felt so good when I wasn't eating food. But I did unfortunately eat food. I know, I wish I could be like the breatharian masters who never eat food. Oh my god, oh my god. Someone did an incredible amount of damage to someone I know because they told her, you have the right karma to not have to eat food in this lifetime. Why would you tell someone that? Every single person knows that they need to eat food, but that's such a mean thing to do. That's such a mean thing to do. Like, they prey off people that are just kind of silly and looking for, like, acceptance, and that makes them feel special, and it is what it is. But all of them have gotten caught eating food. All of them have gotten caught eating food at one point or another. There was a really funny one where a guy went to McDonald's and got caught eating a very specific meal after writing all these books about not needing to eat. And then once that happened, he said, like, the quarter pounder from McDonald's along with a Diet Coke and fries is actually the most prana-dense meal you can have. It is perfect for spiritual enlightenment and grounding yourself to the earth. This was the only meal that anyone should have if they are going on a breatharian diet. No one believed it. No one believed that one. He was not accepted back into the community. That was very stupid of him. Did the Karma Girl also collect magic rocks? All of them do. All of them collect magic rocks. All of them collect magic rocks with special properties. Just how it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm surprised he tried. He could have, like, he could have just gotten away with just, like, I don't know. I wanted to eat McDonald's. Sue me. I'm gonna go back to being a breatharian now. That probably would have been his best bet, but he's very silly, I guess. An angel visited me and told me the McDonald's thing is actually 100% true. Yes. Yes, it's so true. They came to me in a dream and said, this is the exact diet you need to eat if you wish to live forever. Forever. But that's the thing. Everyone knows it's the double cheeseburger that reigns supreme. It's true, it's true. I collect rocks in the driveway. That's fine. I mean, if you like shiny rocks, like, it's fine. You're allowed to collect emeralds or gems or necklaces or, like, whatever you want to do. But they're not gonna, like, balance you emotionally. You're just gonna look at a shiny rock and feel better. Ronald McDonald's a breatharian. He also, I guess, is made of plastic most of the times when you see him, so that's fair. That's very fair. But McDonald's consumers must be the healthiest peeps. Well, they can be healthy as long as they're not overeating. It's just that those meals, they're like 1,000 calories each. So if you're just eating like one meal a day and then like maybe, I don't know, like some snacks or something, like you might be okay. Or if you're like running all day, but it's not gonna be calories that can like really be converted to like energy easily. Why are you saying saucy? I'm not sponsored by McDonald's, I'm sorry. McDonald's is gross, change my mind. It's fine if you don't like McDonald's. I always want to eat the apple pie from McDonald's, like... Coyote Night Forge, what possessed you to say those words to someone? Why are you guys all saying saucy? Saucy. Oh, it's a giveaway! Oh, sorry. I didn't realize. I thought you were all having a conversation about sauce. A worse place for calories is Five Guys. Our meal is like your entire day's worth of calorie plus intake, but your potato fries are fresh. It's nice. I like that. I like the veggie burger here in the EU. I don't know if we have a veggie burger at McDonald's in America. We used to have vegan Del Taco, actually. That was really good. It made you... Del Taco has, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Del Taco is a laxative. Del Taco is also a laxative. We need to be honest with ourselves. Del Taco is a laxative. The vegan version also, in turn, was very... It was a laxative. Yep. But they did have a vegan version for a while, very similar to the original. Very similar to the original. Yeah. Del Taco gave you estological complications. Wait, what? Did it kill people or something? Most fast food Mexican is... Was that... Most fast food is Mexican, are you gonna say? Red Robin has a... Burger is great for a vegetarian option. The best vegan slash vegetarian burger I've had is Fat Burger. I don't know if you guys have them where you are, but Fat Burger is really good. If you get the Impossible Burger from Fat Burger, it tastes delicious. It tastes delicious. It's really, really, really good. As someone that's essentially had to eat like cardboard for most of their life in terms of like these like alternate products to meat, the Fat Burger is really good. Also, like 5-10 years ago, everything tasted like garbage. I don't care much for vegan food. Well, you might like apples. Like, the thing is, some vegan food is just normal. Like spaghetti, that's really good. Like beans and rice spiced correctly, that's really good. Fat Burger with an egg on top, that would be lovely. That would be lovely. Fat Burger feels like a fake chain name for a cartoon. It's not a great name to name something. Like, I don't think anyone wants to get Fat Burger. I work at Red Robin. I think we're really accommodating. That's lovely to hear. Spaghetti wouldn't be vegan, would it? I mean, the thing is, if you want to, like, make spaghetti with meat sauce, it's not vegan. If you want to just make spaghetti with, like, red sauce, which is cheaper, it's vegan. The thing is, if you want to, like, make all your own food, vegan food is probably the cheapest, but it's not, like, eating, like, expensive, like, fake meats and stuff. It's just eating, like, pasta. It's eating, like, pasta. It's eating, like, beans and rice. It's eating, like, occasionally whatever vegetables or fruits are on sale. It's cheap. Lentils are the cheapest. Lentils are very good. You can get eggless pasta. Most pasta is eggless. Unless you're going for, like, a primo good pasta, it's gonna be eggless. You're not gonna like this, actually, but more and more stuff is now becoming vegan. Because eggs and milk are more expensive than before. So if you pick up, like, a generic box of, like, chocolate chip cookies, sometimes it's just not gonna have eggs or milk in it anymore, and it's gonna taste not as good. But there you go. It's vegan. Pasta isn't always vegan. A lot of them have eggs in it. In my experience, like, maybe 10% have eggs in it. I think they want you to, like, think their pasta's higher quality and stuff, but most pasta doesn't have eggs. Because it's more expensive. And right now, everyone's trying to cut down as much as they possibly can on cost of production. So when they can start taking things out, thanks for the bit, yo! Thanks for the penny. When they start taking that stuff out of, like, when they have to, like, make reductions to, like, make their food cheaper, they usually go for eggs. They usually go for milk now. I thought it was pronounced vegan? I use those words interchangeably to annoy people. Vegan and vegan. Cut down as much as they possibly can. Did you say that? Is eating other humans vegan? Yes, actually, it is. You can do that. Like, for some reasons, vegans are, like, really into the concept of you have to, like, get communication from whatever, so eating anything someone can, like, consent to is fine. Also, thank you, Soy Milk Baby. Thank you so much. Oh wait, no, thank you, Rocky, Fox, VA, for gifting a sub to Soy Milk Baby. Soy milk's pretty good, actually. Breast milk is technically vegan, I guess, yeah. I'd rather make my own pasta, it isn't hard. Yeah, that's true. Although most people are very lazy. Most people are very lazy, is the thing! If a sentient cow said it's okay to eat them, would it be vegan to do it? Yeah, I guess so. Although, maybe not. Like, I think if, like, a person said, like, they were okay with you eating them, like, there would still be, like, ethical issues, so... I don't know. I don't really think about that too much. I don't know if I need to think about that too much. I eat fish, too, so... L brother, thank you for being here! Thank you for being here for a full year! Thank you! I hope you're doing well! Yo! I thought the whole vegan thing was based on consent. Yeah. So I guess humans that say, like, you can eat them are vegan? Technically, I don't know. If a person consented to cannibalism, that would make it vegan. There are other issues beyond that. Also, yeah, you could get very sick from eating humans. That's also a thing. Yeah, the prions disease. That's a very, very scary concept. The restaurant at the end of the universe. Do they just serve humans there? Technically, all foods are products from humans. We're treating them equal to chickens and cows. There would be no options. I guess, like, we do, like, have a lot of industrial, like, farming stuff. It's interesting. There are a lot of, like, exploitative labor things as well. That's also why our, like, food is getting so much more expensive. It's slowly going away. Like, we're probably gonna have our food get more expensive, actually, not less. Well, there we go. That's, Yep, we're gonna have to eat bugs. I'm not gonna do it. Hey, Ashton, what's up? How you doing? Guys, go check out Ashton. She's very cute. The thing is, I don't want to eat bugs. I hope that we can continue to eat food normally, but it's just... companies are gonna continue to get more and more... cheap? I guess? They're gonna continue to get more and more cheap. And they're gonna continue to, like, remove eggs and, like, milk and, like, whatever else they can. So that's probably gonna be the direction it goes in. Like, whatever can be produced the cheapest will be eventually what we eat. Because we live in a society. Because we live in a society! Thank you so much, Martin Hilson, for subscribing. I appreciate that. We're definitely getting hit with the bug conversation. I don't know. I don't want to eat bugs. I don't want to live in the dystopian future. I don't want to eat nutrient paste. I think there's probably, like, a healthier way to not eat bugs. Like, you could just eat, like... I don't know, like, potatoes, greens, soybeans, beans, like, rice, stuff like that. Maybe have, like, a goat or something for milk. Like, that would probably be the healthiest, like, having a homestead and, like, having, like, a couple little guys. Some bugs taste quite pleasant when they're used as ingredients. Ooh, roasted mealworms with garlic are tasty. I hear grasshopper protein is fine if processed right. The argument is that bugs produce less methane than cows, so it's how we're all have to get our protein. But when has the ozone stopped? Yeah, that's true. I don't... Like, the thing is, I think it'll only happen... Also, hi, Grape! I'll eat bugs. I don't care, but I think I'd cry if I had to give up fish and steak. I think it's gonna be something that's just more of an occasional food. It's kind of how it's getting already, just because it's so gosh darn expensive. Like, unless you're taking out, like, loans to, like, get consistent, like, meat and stuff, like, it's kind of gotten to the point where it's a little hard to just eat that stuff consistently. Like, eating rice and beans and, like, vegetables and fruit, that's wonderful. They'll pry my hamburger from my dead cold hands. Well, what's gonna happen is, they won't need to. What's gonna realistically happen... Also, hi, Grape. I hope that you're doing well. Congratulations on Grape! Yeah! Guys, go check out Grape. Go check out Grape. Sorry, I'm so into this little topic for some reason, but... What'll realistically happen is like what's happening with... Oh god, what's it called? It's what's happening with, like, when they take out eggs and, like, milk from, like, cookies and stuff, or, like, pies. Like, if you look at the ingredient list on, like, a cheap pie, many a times it won't have eggs or milk in it anymore. Like, if you go for, like, a really cheap apple pie at the supermarket, it's not gonna have, like, milk or eggs, and it's gonna taste different. But they do stuff like that. It tastes a little bit different, but people are okay with it because only a couple of them notice and go like,
This doesn't taste right. Oh well, I've already bought it. I'll just put some ice cream on it or something.
so that's what happens. So what's gonna happen, and already kind of is that a lot of your fast food burgers are slowly starting to have soy added to them. So now when you get they already replaced your chicken nuggets with mealworms. You have to know what you're looking for in the ingredients. That is so scary. Is that true? The future is Soylent Green. The future is very soy, probably. So what they're doing currently is when you get a McDonald's hamburger, or like another type of hamburger, like a lot of them are now taking a little bit of that hamburger meat out and they're putting soy into it. And yeah, how much sawdust can you add to a hamburger before you notice? Exactly. How much soy can you add to a burger before it becomes a soy burger? Jack in the Box, Soy Jack. Oh no, what's wrong with Soy Jack? Oh wait, that's the guy. That's the little guy. Bacon bits are not actually meat. They are fake meat. Yes, that's true. They always have been. It's just like a little weird like fleck of like I don't even know what it is actually, but they add smoke flavor to it. It's very cheap. Like if they made like real bacon bits, that would be more expensive, and they wanna make things cheaper. I thought they removed the eggs because of sexism. No, they removed the eggs because they're more expensive. Like, eggs got more expensive. Factories didn't want to use them as much. Beef got more expensive. People started adding in soy to, like, their hamburger meats and stuff. It's just how it is. It's not great, but it's just how it is. We arrive at the next Grimmi staple topic. How much soy is in our products? I think it's interesting, though. It's interesting. How much can you get in there before people start going like, that's not good? What happened? Why does this taste so weird? It doesn't usually happen because it's so slow and so over time. Unless you're the type of person that just goes like,
I haven't had a hamburger in like 10 months. I'm gonna just go have a hamburger. Oh my goodness, I remember the exact taste of it. I have one every 10 months. I'm very excited.
then you're not going to notice a difference. And even then, you'll just probably be like,
Oh, I guess this is what it tastes like. I haven't had one in so long. It tastes a little different. It tastes a little bit more yeasty. Weird.
but the taste will eventually be different and people will notice. Well, people don't usually. Realistically, people don't notice. For whatever reason, they don't notice. It's just a little bit at a time over time. So let's say if you made the burger like 50% soy, people would be like, what is this? What are you giving me? Why does this taste like this? This is weird. But if you make it 5% soy, and then you ship it out, and then people eat that, they go like, this is the same. And then 10%, people go, this is the same. And then 15%, they go, this is the same. 20%, 25%, 30%, 30%, this is the same, this is the same, this is the same, this is the same. Until eventually, it's a lot more soy, and they're saving a lot more money. And that's what they essentially like to do with products these days. They also make them smaller, and they make them more expensive. I remember that one video where they test how much sawdust you can cram into a Rice Krispie before you taste the difference. Yeah, it's surprising. You can get a decent amount in there. And like the thing is, soy can be made more similar to like meats and stuff. Like they've perfected different techniques to make them more similar too. It's interesting. I remember I think at like 15% or like 20%, people were like, this is weird. This is weird. Like that's the Rice Krispie one, I think, at least. Doesn't a lot of shredded cheese use cellulose to keep it from sticking to itself? They use a lot of like plastics and stuff, but yeah. Cellulose, the McRib uses a chemical that's also found in yoga mats. I'm a big fan of textured vegetable protein-based chicken. Yeah, the textured vegetable protein isn't that bad. It's something you get used to. It's starting to get cheaper than the other stuff too, just because before meat was heavily subsidized, and it still is. You remind me of the comedian Maria Bamford. She can change her voice on a whim too. I love Maria Bamford. She's so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Dollar Bill. I love Maria Bamford. She's one of my favorite stand-up comedians. Is that why Grimmi is a vegetarian? I might switch. I am a vegetarian, I guess, or pescatarian or whatever, and like no eggs or milk, because when I was younger, I was fed a raw vegan diet, and I got really used to that. And for a long time I thought like, oh, because I ate this when I was younger, that means I can't eat differently when I'm an adult. I feel very sick. Though it might have been that when I eat raw vegan, I get less inflammation in my body, because it's a very low inflammation diet. Like, vegan foods are very, very good if you want to reduce your inflammation and reduce the amount of, like, pain you get in certain places. And if you have tumors or cysts, A low inflammation diet is a really, really, really good way to feel better. So, since I had a medium-sized brain cyst develop probably from when I was around 12 onward, the vegan diet and the low inflammation diet helped me feel a lot better. So that's probably why I just started feeling sick anytime I tried to eat other diets for a while. So that's the biggest part of it. I probably have a little bit of a weak stomach from it, but it's also probably that. So when I just eat like whatever I want, like super junk food and like super like whatever, like tons of soda, like I don't really gain weight because I don't really eat a lot. First, like I don't really eat a lot. I just have never like been able to do that for the past few years. But like the thing is, I start to feel really sick. And for a long time I was like, why do I feel sick? I've just been eating for like a couple of months. It's not that bad. Like I should be used to this by now. But it turns out if you eat a high inflammation diet consistently for a while, you start to feel more sick if you have tumors and cysts and stuff. So, the cyst craves meat, it desires growth, do not listen. My brain is smushed to one side though. I want it to unsmoosh. I'm trying to look into like what could help me. Turmeric is also good for inflammation. You can ground— yes, turmeric is also really good. You can add it to soups and stuff too. All the sugar goes straight to the silly zone. Unironically though, like, if you look up like what's a good diet for like removing like or like being a little bit like proactive when it comes to like inflammation and cysts and like cancer and stuff, like you should not be eating meat as much. You should not be eating meat as much. You are Fujo. You are a Fujo, Kronk. You are as well. Everyone in the world will eventually be Fujo. Dark chocolate with turmeric is fantastic. That sounds really good. I've had inflammation problems since forever and struggled so much with why, and just recently figured out, oh, I have a lactate sensitivity and life is so much better. Well, good for you, Fun Chunks. Good for you. Getting to like just change like your diet a little bit and feel a lot better is honestly wonderful. I think everyone benefits a little bit from eating like more fruits and vegetables though. More like whole grains and like rice and beans and stuff like that. Lentils, spices, stuff like that. Like reducing like the amount of like meats you're doing, red meats, eggs, chicken, stuff like that. I know shrimp also has like a lot of cholesterol and like weird stuff in it. So I try to stay away from shrimp too. It's interesting. It's weird. Thank you, Leviathan, God of Flesh, for gifting a sub to Silly Zone. Gingy was the one that made that slide, by the way. I sent that to, like, the Golden Girls, like Alfina and Gator and Gingy, like, within, like, 10 minutes made that.
It was just like, oh, we can joke about this? Cool, here you go.
It was very funny. I eat 5 to 7 ounces of salad per day. It's handy. That's wonderful, actually. That's very healthy. You need more tuna to raise the mercury levels. I used to eat a lot of tuna, actually. I used to eat a lot of it. When I was very young, I used to eat a lot of tuna and a lot of tuna sandwiches. They are very good. I should probably make those again at some point. Wait, the mercury levels. You can get them without mercury, I think, if you, like, get super nice cans of it. Like, you could even just go to, like, the grocery outlet or, like, whatever, like, equivalent you have where you are. Sometimes they sell, like, higher, like, quality tuna cans that would usually sell for, like, $10. But they're, like, 2. It's very nice. Is tuna not good? Supposedly it has a lot of mercury pollution in them for some reason. And mercury, I don't think, gets removed from your body. One place I went to said that it did if you gave them money to give you an IV that would remove the heavy metals from your body. I don't think that was real, and I don't know what they put in my body. Surely that's real. I don't think it's a good idea. That's not how that works. I don't think it was. What did they inject you with? They gave me an IV full of yellow liquid, and to this day I do not know what it was. That screams scam to me. I hope it was just water. I hope it was just water. And I hope it wasn't tap water. I hope it was just purified water, and they just put it in there and I was fine. That would be the ideal. Hopefully it was nothing weird. It was a while ago, so. Just don't eat tuna all the time and the mercury isn't a problem. Once or twice a week is okay. That sounds good, at least. That sounds good. Sounds like basic electrolyte fluid. I hope so. I hope so. Was it concentrated cringe? I can't time you out. I can't time you out. Honestly, it could have been real, but probably was a scam. That's the, like, thing with a lot of those companies. Like, a lot of those, like, weird, like, snake oil companies, I think, do some stuff that kind of helps. Like, they talk to people about their problems. That probably reduces a lot of their anxiety and, like, bad feelings of, like, weird stuff. But, like, then they also just have, like, IV bags where they say they're gonna remove the heavy metals from your body. Liquid snake oil, essentially. Like, a lot of things in the world will say, we'll help you with this problem. Oh my god, you're gonna feel so good. Oh my god, you're gonna feel so good. You feel bad because you have this. You feel bad because this is happening to you. Yes, you feel bad because this is happening to you. Those places where just like, you have a thyroid disorder. Oh my god, you have a thyroid disorder because you have little under eye circles. You have little under eye circles. So you obviously have a thyroid disorder. If you're always tired, if you can't wake up in the morning, if you feel horrible all the time, if you like need to sleep like 4 extra hours, if you feel really sick, you have a thyroid disorder. We're gonna give you this. It's all of that heavy metals in your thyroid. We're gonna take it out by using this. Oh, chelation therapy is in fact real, but it's usually way too intensive or invasive for most people's exposure levels. It basically works by having certain chemicals that envelop chelate the metal, rendering it unavailable to mess up your body. Oh, I guess that's possible. I don't know where they would have gotten that stuff, though. Maybe it was. They didn't blood test? They didn't blood test. What they... They had a machine. Chelate. Oh, chelate. Chelation therapy. They had a machine that they poked into different parts of, like, your hand. This is the stupidest thing ever. As an adult, this is the stupidest thing ever. They poked it into different parts of your hand. And if it made a different, like, ring sound and, like, went to a different part of the scale, it either meant it was that issue or another issue. So the one they came up with for me, and it changed based on the amount of pressure you were applying to someone's hand. So they just believed that, like, if you had less density in different parts of your hand, that was what was making you sick. So, didn't expect to hear chemistry in here today. This isn't chemistry if you're talking what I'm talking about. Chelation probably is, but, good evening, Toast Malone. So what happened was, they get on like different parts of my hand with like a little weird metal thing, and then, yeah, it's very snake oil, and they charged a lot for it. But then afterwards they were like, you have a thyroid issue. That's why you're so tired. That's why you're so sick. That's why you don't feel good all the time. That's why your memory's terrible. That's why you feel paranoid all the time. It was not the case. It was not the case at all. Apparently I just had a big old like thing in my head since I was like 12, so that's not good. And those places kind of like prevent people from going and finding out what's wrong with them for a lot of their life. It kind of sucks. Like if someone trust us were doctors, maybe there weren't doctors though. This kind of preys on people's like thing of just like, well, doctors are bad for this reason. Doctors are bad for that reason. My hypothyroidism doesn't make me paranoid. Yeah, exactly. Like I had a lot of issues that would not have been related to the thyroid. But because my physical appearance, like I had dark under eye circles. That was the biggest thing. I had dark under eye circles, and I was very tired all the time. I was very tired all the time. And I had a terrible memory. Terrible. And I'd get really bad headaches all the time. And I was just like, okay. Well, it must be my thyroid. I must need to eat raw vegan foods, otherwise I'm gonna get really sick. Like I just feel sick if I don't eat raw vegan foods. I just don't feel good. Do you still have under eye circles? Yes. So the thing is, though, I probably felt better when I was eating raw vegan foods because it's a very low inflammation diet. Very, very low. And when I stopped eating it, I probably felt worse because it was a higher inflammation diet, and then I was having issues with all that brain stuff. Being tired all the time isn't a normal human condition. It is sometimes, like if you're super stressed out, stuff like that. But it depends. You could have other stuff going on. Like, and oftentimes people won't even discover it about you. Like, people won't, like, figure things out at all. That's stupid. My paranoia is responsible for me being paranoid. I'm always super tired. How much do you sleep also? Wait a second. How much do you sleep? Are you sleeping 8 hours a day? Are you sleeping 8 hours? That's the first thing. I get up at 4 a.m. for work. I'm tired all the time. That's, you need to sleep more. I sleep 6 to 7 hours per day. You might want to do 8. You might want to do 8. 9 hours. 9 hours is really good. I need to sleep 13 hours. You might be depressed. You might be malnourished. You might have a condition. You might be dehydrated. 13 hours is a little bit much. You also might not be getting good sleep when you're sleeping. Like, if you're just using your phone and then, like, putting it to the side and going like, okay, how could I die tomorrow?
How could I die tomorrow? I bet I could get hit by a bus. Oh my god, you can just drop dead. I could not wake up tomorrow.
That probably will keep you awake for longer, so 13 hours essentially becomes 6. Like, that's also possible. 21 hours a day is real bad. I do that, a lot of people do. A lot of people don't realize, because if you just look at your phone, it keeps you awake because it has a bunch of light on it, and then you just put it down, and then you're super awake, and then you're just like,
ooh, what if I die in my sleep? Ooh. Oh my god, I would not want to fall off a building. I hope I'm never forced to jump off a building by some sort of madman. Ooh, that would be horrible. Oh my god. Have I made anyone upset? That could be a madman that would make me want to jump off a building. Ooh, I bet I have. I'm not a great person. I'm just average. I'm just average. Oh god, are they gonna make me jump? Ooh, that could happen. Oh, that could happen. What if they make me go on a plane? And then they drop me out of it. Oh, that could be really hard. That could be hard to deal with. I wonder how often people get decapitated.
That sometimes happens. Thank you for the hydrate. I actually really need to go get water at some point. I get 5 or 6 hours most of the time, and even when I get 8 to 9 hours, many days in a row, I still be tired. That's how it be sometimes. It's rough, isn't it? It's rough. Well, here's the thing. If you're sleeping 5 to 6 hours most of the time, and then you get 8 to 9 hours many days in a row, you're probably still a little bit sleep deprived. When you sleep regularly, 5 to 6 hours, that's not enough sleep for your brain. So then, like, you probably need to sleep, like, a couple of days, like 12, 13, and then you'll be relaxed again. Like, you have sleep deprivation, and it takes a few days to catch up with it. You were just on the same wavelength as my 9 a.m. brain. What magic did you perform? A lot of people are nervous. It's hard to be around all this stuff on the internet and all this stuff in society and then just not think about it. So when you see all that stuff, like, you wake up and you read a news article, 12 children dead. 12 children are dead. Imagine 12 children dead. All of them are dead. All of them are dead. If you have children, that could be your child someday. They will be dead. 12 of them. Like, that makes you feel scared. That makes you feel horrible. And then that happens consistently at least once or twice a week. So, you're gonna think about that stuff when you're finally not really thinking about all the stuff you need to. 12 children is a dozen, that's a lot? Yes, but it's horrible what you see in the news. It's consistent. On a scale of 1 to 100, how good is the streamer? Also, what am I hearing? You're hearing about stuff that you probably don't want to think about related to your sleep schedule. I'm like a 12 out of 100. I give myself a 12. I like me, though. I like me. So I'm happy with myself. Someday my child could be 12 children. You can have 12 children. All of them could die. Think about that right now. That's why they used to have so many in, like, the 1930s and stuff. It's just because, like, people died a lot more back then. People died a lot more back then. And people would be really sad. So if you had, like, 12 of them, you'd be like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, Steven. But we have Rebecca and Cynthia and, you know, Luke and Preston and Adam Sandler. Not pregnant yet. Adam Sandler. You know, so there you go. As well as sudden infant death syndrome. Yeah, there is sudden infant death syndrome too. That's so sad. There you go. My mom is like the last of 17? Dear God. 12 kids in this economic crisis? Yeah, that's true. Oh, hi, Pumpkin. What's wrong? Hey, Kitty, come here. Come here, Kitty. Got the heir and the spare. That's sad, though. Like, I feel bad for all those people born into royal families where it's just like, oh my god, I get $1 billion and everyone's gonna love me. And then, like, the other person's just like, oh my god, I'm redundant and useless. And everyone's mean to me. Also, thank you so much, Naughty Wyvern, for telling me to talk like this. I hope you're having a very nice day. If I become a king, my 12 children could kill each other over the throne. That's what happens a lot, though, is the thing. Like, they try to, even just in, like, big families with, like, a lot of money these days, like, they'll try to be like, that guy isn't cool. I'm cool. Why don't you give me a bunch of money, Mom? Like, Mom, like, I could use a bunch of money. Like, I'd be really good. Like, compared to Cynthia, like, I'd be really good. Cynthia's not as good as me. Cynthia's not as good as me. That lady that said you looked fat last week, we should set her car on fire. Cynthia wouldn't help you do that, but I'll help you do that. They won't suspect me because I'm 12. So let me do that for you, Mom. But I want your ATV when you die, though. Thank you, Mom. You're very nice to me, Mom. Yeah. The people that owned our house before us had 12 kids and we had no idea how they fit them all in there. That's crazy. It's true. Life is basically a sim in all honesty. Why not be the player with the most units? Well, you might have all of your units starved, though, is the thing. Like, you should probably have, like, 1 or 2 kids at the most right now. 1 or 2 kids is still very, very, like, a lot. Sorry, my cat really wants me to pet her, but she doesn't want to be close to me. Back in the day, when poems like After Great Pain, a Formal Feeling Comes were bangers. Yeah, that's true. They were bangers. Pet your cat. Cats deserve to be pet. She wandered off. She doesn't want any more pets, but she's very beautiful. She's very fluffy. Whenever it gets cold, she gets super, 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 super fluffy. She's like an orb. You could just feed one unit to the others. See, that's not a good idea. You don't want to get into a Sophie's Choice situation just because you had too many kids. Like, you want to make sure that you have a way to feed them. Like, ideally, you want to have a way to feed them even if society explodes. Like, you want to have, like, a homestead or something. Those 12 kids are probably all dead by now or moved away. One or the other. God. Oh, Persona 3 DLC was not— oh, the answer. That's nice. That's okay. Can you start calling us your sisters? No, I will not. What? Dear God, no. I'm gonna get it removed if I can get it removed, and then I'm gonna be a lot more relaxed, and then we're gonna be normal, and we're gonna be fine, and we'll never talk about it again. And if it comes back, I'll get it drained again. I really don't want it to, though. I'm hoping it's not— I don't know. It's scary. Will your hot sauce actually kill me? No, I just want to kill you, so it's gonna hurt you a tiny bit, but I have a lot of restraint. The way the Grimmi hot sauce works is that it's Carolina Reapers, and how Carolina Reapers work is that if you eat a little, it's a controllable level of heat. It's not gonna be that bad. You can have a little bit of hot sauce even if your hot sauce tolerance is very low. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But, if you keep eating it, it'll build up and it'll eventually be intolerable. It'll be really painful. And I thought that was a fun flavor to have. The sauce is definitely gonna kill me. Oh, Kana, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Hi, Kana. Hi, Kana. Considering they have to make a female femme MC for the answer to, I really doubt we are ever going to get her in Reload. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the female character in Reload. If we do, I'll buy it day 1. I will buy it day 1. I will be there for the second it drops. I will stream it the second it drops, in fact, if they put the female main character in there. I don't know if I'll finish it on stream, because RPGs aren't really what I'm known for doing, but, like, I would definitely play it. I love how smug this model looks. Thank you. Thank you, Gaming Whoopee. Also, didn't Grimmi sauce kill Ecto? Yes, the Ecto kept eating it is the thing. If you give yourself, like, a little 10-minute cooldown, it goes away. But if you keep eating it, it hurts you. Ecto was dying. Ecto was dying. Just keep this in mind if you guys try it. I also thought about how someone could work in one place daily, could pretty easily lie about their productivity and make crud up for why they didn't get crud done pretty easily if asked by one of the many who are in power watching over many different areas. Well, that's what happens in a lot of companies. That's why, like, there's so much, like, what's the word? There's so much mismanagement with a ton of stuff. Also, hi, Bird, what's up? Hooray for dying. Yo, exactly. Why not? Why not? Why not? But that's the thing. A lot of mismanagement happens in a lot of different types of projects because it's just like, we need $12,000. We need it now. We need $12,000. Yep, we just need it. We just need it. Like, a lot of, like, crazy stuff happens with money moving in different departments and, Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Not for us to think about it. Not for— No. Not for us to think about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's whatever. Hey, Snorlax Bud, what's up? Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about how money moves in companies. Don't think about that. What I want you to think about is what you're going to be eating for dinner. You're going to have yourself a nice little healthy dinner? Nice little healthy dinner? Hi, Grimmi. I did not know your streams were like flashbangs of like 700 people screaming. Snorlax! I think Ecto raided you after we were done playing Helldivers, and your stream was just people screaming for like 10 minutes straight. That was really funny. I think most people left that. I think most people immediately, it filtered out the week. It was just screaming. It was just screaming. It was really interesting. Don't think about those 12 kids that died? Yeah, exactly. There's a lot to think about in the universe, but you know what? Do your best to ignore it. That's the end of the sentence. That's it. That's the end of the sentence. Manage expectations. 12 out of 12 children will die, and hopefully some outlive you. That's true. A lot of children will die, a lot of adults, a lot of everyone. Let's think about the Omegaverse and shame. You guys are allowed to be into the Omegaverse. I hope you guys get real happy about it. Why not? If you guys want to get pregnant... Hi, Clover. If any of you guys want to get pregnant, go for it. Hi, Clover. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for coming by, Clover. What's good? I don't want to be a part of the Omegaverse. Old Man Diabetes does, though. Don't think about Castiel in Super Hell, though. That part's sad. I'm sad that Castiello's in Super Hell. I'm sad that Dean didn't care. It's kind of, like, messed up, actually, that Dean kind of ghosted Castiel. Castiel was just like, the happiest moment of my life is telling you that I love you. And then Dean was just kind of like, thank God that guy died. That would have been really awkward for me. That's kind of like the vibe it had. Clover, I hope you're doing well. Everyone's, we were having a small discussion about the Omegaverse earlier. And, people like the Omegaverse for some reason. If you're interested in Mpreg, you should check out Jimmy Neutron episode of Who's Your Mommy? I will not do that. Thank you, though. That sounds very perverse and gross. I'm not gonna do that, actually. The best moment in his life is seeing the Impala in heaven. Why did they do that? You know what? It's okay. You know what? It's okay. Don't think about it. We're back on this topic. I left for a minute. Someone said not to think about it, and I had to. I'm sorry. Carl's pregnant. I think we, this stream was a mistake. I failed to play the video game. Let's... Thank you very much for coming by. Hey, Seth. Alright, we're okay, everyone. Let's, this was a stream of nothing positive.
Oh, thank you so much, Griswold. I appreciate that. Since two of these have combined, I will now talk like this for a little bit. It's gonna be a bit different than, how we normally do. So, let's see. What kind of stuff would you like to watch today? I don't usually raid people at this hour, because I don't usually stream at this hour, so this will actually be quite fun. We could be raiding someone, to the effect of, let's see. Let's see. Oh my goodness gracious, there's quite a few people on here right now. I enjoyed staying here. I'm happy you're here, Grimmi. Thank you very much. Someone who isn't stinky? That's a lot of stinky people on here, though. Let's see. A lot of stinky people on here. Who's someone I haven't raided recently? Who's someone I haven't raided recently at all? There's gotta be someone. There's gotta be someone. Jets is playing Ace Combat. I feel like I raided Jets pretty recently, though. No, we haven't raided Hootie Hoo in a long time. It's his 4-year anniversary, too. You can raid Hootie Hoo. That's a big celebration. That's a big celebration, unless I see someone, like, doing something. Yeah, I think that's the biggest out of all of them. Yeah. It's probably the biggest out of everything right now. Yeah, I think that's it. Probably should raid Hootie Hoo. He's a pirate fella. He's a pirate fella with MSM. Very nice guy. He's doing his 4th-year anniversary stream. It's a special event, so if you could show him a little bit of kindness, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. His name is Hootie Hoo. Why does it keep scrolling down for me? I need it to stop scrolling down for me. That's what I need to do. Hootie Hoo VT. I just want to make sure I get it right. Hootie Hoo VT. There we go. Alright. Grimmi sideways shows Grimmi cheeks. I do have cheeks. That's how it is. I do look very smug, though. I appreciate that about myself now. I always wanted to look very smug. I'm very happy about that. Thanks for the stream. I appreciate that. So, Megaverse raid stream. Yeah, it's Hootie. You can do whatever. It's Hootie. You can do whatever. Everyone thinks I'm weird at MSM. Go do what you want. Everyone, I appreciate y'all being here. Wow, that's quite a few of you. Thank you all so much for coming. I'll probably be back relatively soon. What I'm going to be doing soon is actually playing a video game. If you'll believe it or not, I'll be playing a video game next time. If you believe it or not. Actually, I won't. I'll be collaborating with Lena on Saturday. So what I'm going to be doing on Saturday, I'm going to be hanging out with Lena. We're going to be watching some scary YouTube videos. I'm very excited for that also, just because I don't usually get to hang out with people that like video games, like horror games so much. So that's going to be real fun. Anatomy class raid, that sounds wonderful. That sounds fine. That sounds fine. Do not tell them that it's about Mpreg. You're going to tell them anyway. I don't care. It's fine. Whatever. Just be nice to them. It's their 4-year anniversary. Don't be too weird. Don't upset the vibes and whatever. Anyways, thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna be around Saturday, hanging out with Lena, and then might stream before that, but I'm not 100% sure. Probably not. You guys have a good one. You guys have a good one. Then Sunday, you know what? We'll read some Junji Ito on Sunday. I feel like Junji Ito will be good on Sunday. Everyone, have a good one. Drink water. Drink water, you're gonna die. Drink water. Drink water.